Shit's different in this bitch. Fuck it. I ride. Got the top let down. Leaning to the right, put the bass up now. I slide, choking on that beat. 2 miles per hour, so everybody needs you. Got the top let down. Leaning to the right, put the bass up now. I slide, choking on that beat. 2 miles per hour, so everybody needs you. You see the European grills on the lips, glitz tank full of TheraBlue, cause I be in them shit. Brick slick, roll with me, get your contact. High definition popping, flipping out the armrest. See, I'm a rider, dipping in the catalog. Just got it fitted on some shit I need a ladder for. Come up in your hood stunning when I leave, dude. 2 miles per hour, so everybody sees you. I can't deny, I feel I'm such a fly guy. Top job, call them sleepy hollow when they ride by. I know them haters can't stand. I ain't got a blemish on my Jolly Rancher can. Ride on, ride. Top let down. We be through the crowd with the bass up loud. Just slide. On the slab when I creep. Take a bath or you put your ass on them seats. Ride. Got the top let down. Leaning to the right, put the bass up loud. I slide. Choking on that beat. 2 miles per hour, so everybody needs you. Got the top let down. Leaning to the right, put the bass up loud. I slide, choking on that beat. 2 miles per hour, so everybody needs you. Yeah, I hope you got big lungs if you're rolling with me. I roll quickly, roll many, plus I'm rolling sticky. Hit the road with me, only push it to the 50, cruising through your city, super sharp, fresh fit. Hey, too cold with it. Check out the interior, it's hater me. Chop for material, get it, then fuck it. Hey, roll another blunt up, hit patchwork, going fuck with Nico till that sun's up. Hit like lunches, he can't stop that. A Lamborghini door swinging with top speed. Hey, clear the way, clear the lane. I'm top-lit, different from them laws. Want no dogs in my cockpit. Plus I'm throwed off, ain't got my load off. Got my 4 elbows and the quota that don't soft. Enough to get me shook up, but now I got the cook up. And since they didn't book us, every time you look up, I'm right. Got the top let down. Leaning to the right, put the bass up now. I slide, choking on that beat. 2 miles per hour, so everybody needs you. Got the top let down. Leaning to the right, put the bass up now. I slide, choking on that beat. 2 miles per hour, so everybody needs you. I ride, got the top let down. Leaning to the right, put the bass up now. I slide, choking on that beat. 2 miles per hour, so everybody needs you. Got the top let down. Leaning to the right, put the bass up now. I slide, choking on that beat.
What's happening with it?
Yeah, what you need to do right now? 2 miles per hour.
Yeah, what it do? Y'all already know what it is. You're tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. Yo said, there you go, talking that boxing again. Yeah, when y'all come in the building, just make sure that y'all do me a favor and hit the like button. And we definitely gonna cook today. DC, let me see. We definitely finna cook today. Let's see who we got in the building. My man James in the building. Todd Swindle straight from that ATL in the building. Johnny Q in the building. Who else we got in the building? We got my man Jay West in the building. DP Rocker in the building. Leon Robinson in the building. My man Crush in the building. Rick Timms in the building. Sports matchups with Dwayne Freeman representing that motherfucking DC. You know what I'm saying? Representing DC, big rapping. Kevin Wells, what's happening with it? Bennett MC, what it do? Big Tony, what's happening with it? Ketty Peace 504, what it do? Yeah. Hold on, y'all.
So everybody sees you. You see the European grills on the lips split. Tank full of Theraflu, cause I be in them
Alright. Who else we got in the building? Like I said, when y'all come through, make sure that y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all hit the like button. Dwayne, you going to the tank fight? You going to the tank fight on the 7th? I ain't gonna lie, that's a fight that I'll pull up to. You know what I'm saying? If it was so far, that's a fight I will pull up to. I'll definitely go to DC to see that card. That whole card lit. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the DC area and you fuck with boxing, you gotta pull up that night. Yep, I already knew you was in the building, Dwayne. You know what I'm saying? We can respect good boxing. We can respect, you know what I'm saying, solid fights. And that's a solid card all the way around. But y'all do me a favor and hit my like button. Y'all do me a favor, hit my like button. Yeah, Rick Timms, that shit lit. That whole card lit, man. I definitely will be purchasing that card. Definitely. Now, this weekend, I might, you know what I'm saying, try to catch Manny Pacquiao. I'm gonna catch, I'm gonna watch that top rank card. And I ain't gonna lie. I might watch the Terence Crawford card, but I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it all the way funky with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just like my lady said, because she asked me, she said, "You gonna watch that Terence Crawford bullshit?" And I looked at her and we both paused. And she said, "I kind of just want to see it just to be nosy." And I said, "You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I kind of want to see it to be nosy. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't lie. I just want to see it to be nosy. And what I mean by that, I just want to see what it's gonna look like, the production and just, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason I really want to watch this shit. And you know, I want to see. I heard that Blue Blood. I didn't ask him personally yet, but I heard that he was gonna be a big part of the telecast, maybe commentary. So, you know, hey, I would love to see, you know what I'm saying, see him on there, see what he doing. But as far as the Terence Crawford and I've been sneezing fight, I'm not interested in that fight at all. At all. Karma, what's going on with it, Karma Serenade? Aisha, what's going on with it, Queen? The Queen's in the building. For real talk, I'm not, like, me, I know, like, to me, I don't even think it's a possibility of I've been sneezing, dropping Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't gonna happen. That shit is like, that shit's a dream. You know what I'm saying? That's a dream. Just like when I was growing up and my pops used to tell us that one day he was gonna take us to Disney World. I knew that shit wasn't gonna never happen. That was a dream. Hey, daddy, man, when you going? We want to go to Disney World. We want to go to Disney World. When you gonna take us? One day I take y'all to Disney World. That shit ain't never happened. But shit, man, hey, salute to my pops, man. One of the realest men ever to step on the earth. But he took us to Disneyland. So that was good enough. You know what I'm saying? We did get to go to Disneyland. We didn't get to go to Disney World though. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all, I see a lot of these dudes nowadays, they bitch made because they ain't had no pops in their life. They ain't had no dad in their life. But that's a whole different story in itself. But y'all hit my like button. Y'all smash my like button. Aisha say AB supposed to announce his fight that night. I mean, this nigga AB talking about he gonna announce his fight like that's a big ass news that everybody waiting to hear. Ain't nobody giving a goddamn who AB fight. And I don't get me wrong, I fuck with AB. You know what I'm saying? And I wish I could hop in a hot tub time machine, travel back to 2013 and watch AB fight. But AB ain't finna fight nobody. Who he gonna announce? Who AB go? Hey, yeah, and y'all know, you know what I'm saying? I got a big announcement for everybody. Y'all know I'm fighting the dick puller. Well, Adrien Broner, who's the dick puller? Y'all know I'm fighting what's dude name? Goddamn, I forgot his name. The motherfucker that be like to grab dicks and shit in the ring. The motherfucker was kept grabbing on Regis Prograis' dick in the ring and shit. What's his name? That Ivan Redcatch. Yeah, y'all know I'm fighting Ivan Redcatch, the dick puller. Yeah, y'all know I'm fighting Ivan. Yeah. That's what we call him. Ivan Redcatch, the dick puller. Nigga always doing something with somebody nuts and shit. We ain't seen the dick puller we ain't seen him ever since he did that shit with Regis. That nigga was damn near trying to take his gloves off to grab Regis nuts and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's who motherfucker AB gonna fight. He gonna fight the dick puller Ivan Redcatch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, his name ain't Redcatch no more. His name is Dick Puller. After that shit he pulled on that Triller car. Y'all seen that Triller car? Y'all seen that shit? Hey, man, hit my like button though. Hit G5 Gabe, what's happening with it? Y'all make sure that y'all go sub to my brother G5 Gabe, man. He got 1,000 subs and he finna go ham on y'all ass. He let it be known too. It's only the beginning. Ivan Nutcatch. That's it. Ivan Nutcatch, the dick puller. Sean T said he should fight Lipinus. Yeah, right. That's who they should make him fight. You know what I'm saying? He pulled out of that goddamn fight with Omar. He pulled out of that fight with Omar and shit. It had Omar go in there and get beat up by Lipinus. Now it's your turn to get in there and get beat up by Lipinus. They ain't gonna do that though. They ain't finna put him in with Lipinus and shit. Joshua Hawkins in that super chat. What's happening with it? Salute. He say, excuse me. He say, laugh out loud. He fixing to jump on the mic and tell Jim Gray he back and his daddy gonna brush that. He gonna brush that gray hair now. Motherfucking AB. How old is AB? That nigga damn near 10 years younger than me and got more gray than I do already. You know that boy. You know that man AB was stressing. Let me see. How old is AB? Like 32? What AB? 32? But shout out to AB, man. I hope he do. You know what I'm saying? 33. He 33. He 33. Wouldn't that be some shit if AB fucked around and became champion again? Wouldn't that be some shit if AB fucked around and became world champion again? Man, that nigga act a goddamn fool. He'll act the biggest fool on earth. I want to see his daddy brush his hair one more time. Hey, that nigga AB got to losing to everybody. His daddy was like, nigga, you on your own, nigga. Get your own motherfucking brush and brush your own shit. I'm telling y'all, AB got to losing, and his daddy said, nigga, fuck you in that brush. Nigga, I ain't brushing shit no more. Rick Tibbs says, will AB under 3 fights in 1 year? Man, shit. If AB can get that 3 fights, if his first fight give him Ivan Nutcatch, the dick puller. That's his first fight. His second fight. Who else you could put in there with him? That'll make sure he get to the third fight. His second fight will have to be Damn, I'm stuck now. Who would be AB's second opponent? And give me an opponent that, you know what I'm saying, that we know he could beat. He'll beat Ivan. He'll beat Ivan motherfucking Dickpool. He'll beat the dick puller. But who else? Who else can he beat? Who else he can beat? And y'all smash the like button. Y'all smash on the like button. If y'all ain't smashed the like button, yeah, y'all smash the like button. But that's another thing. I'm glad you said that. What way? See, AB just need to go somewhere and just don't say nothing, because I forgot to talk about how when Blue asked him what, or somebody, it was either Blue or one of the comments that came in, asked AB like, what weight you gonna fight at next? Nigga talking about, you know, I probably fight at my, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, the weight that I'm undefeated at, my best weight, 146. Nigga, 145, 46 is not a weight, is not a weight class. They tell me I probably fight at my best weight, you know what I'm saying, the weight that I'm undefeated at. Nigga, 145, 146. But this the same dude that told y'all that he pulled out of the fight at 140 pounds because he had motherfucking mental health issues. They didn't give this nigga a goddamn near, or he said 144, same shit. They didn't give this nigga damn near a whole year to train and get in shape, and he still can't make 140 pounds. I told y'all he couldn't make 140. I told y'all. Nigga said 144. 144 and some change. Nigga said, you know, I said, I might fight around, you know what I'm saying, 144, 146. I'm undefeated in weight. Nigga, you still can't make 140 pounds? Come on, dog. See, that's why, I remember shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he should have never came and complained about that he had been training for 6 months at that point in time, that he was ready to fight, because that was a lie. It was a lie, dog. But let's pray for AB. Let's pray that AB get on top of the game, back where he was, and he do his whole career over, and he become, you know what I'm saying, the fighter that we all thought he was gonna be. Let's pray. They say, you know what I'm saying, anything can be accomplished with prayer. Now, I believe that anything can be accomplished, you know what I'm saying, with prayer, but I don't believe what I just said, though. Blair Cobb. You can't put him in there with Blair Cobb, dog. You think that AB can go in there and beat motherfucking the dick puller Ivan Nutcatch and then go straight in the fight with Blair Cobb? Nah. Blair Cobb too geeked up. That motherfucker too hyper for AB. The only way that AB will be able to beat Blair Cobb is to just catch Blair Cobb wild ass. And he gotta sleep it. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, if he can't knock out Blair Cobb, he can't win that fight. And the last time that AB got a knockout was in like 2000. The last time AB got a knockout was against Ashley Theopen. Well, he wasn't even a knockout, it was a stoppage. Before that, the last time AB got a legit stoppage like that was, I think it was Antonio DeMarco. It had been a long time. D-Man Jr. I said, yeah, that's Ivan, you know what I'm saying? That's the dick puller, Ivan Nutcatch. Y'all see that man always going for niggas' dicks and shit. That nigga love nigga going for dick and nuts every time he get in the ring. So I had to change his name. The dick puller, Ivan Nutcatch. He gonna try to pull your dick and he gonna try to punch you in the nuts. D-Biz 100, what's happening with it, D-Biz? And y'all smash that like button as you come in the building. And the Queen Sheena is in the building. What's up with it, Sheena? But yeah, man, you know, we talk a lot of shit, and you know, cause AB, he easy to be the center of, you know what I'm saying, all the comic, of all the, you know what I'm saying, all of the comedy. AB is easy, you know what I'm saying, he easy to joan on and shit, he real easy to joan on. But I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with AB. I just don't believe in him no more. That's the only difference. I fuck with him heavy, I just don't believe in him no more. It's just like, you got a partner, everybody got that partner that they fuck with, but they know every time that nigga come around, he got a million lies. And you know he finna lie, and everything he say, you know he telling a lie. You still fuck with him, but you just don't believe shit he say. That's still your partner. You still fuck with him heavy, but you don't believe nothing he say. And you might get to joning on his ass and telling him, you know what I'm saying, that he got a new lie every time he come around. That's like AB. We fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, the black culture mostly fuck with AB. You just don't believe in him. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Ah, damn. Never defeated, salute. Yeah, everybody in the building, like I said, just do me that favor. It's free to hit the like button, smash on the like button, because we got a lot to cook on today. And you know what? We got a lot to cook on, man. I know we've been cooking on Tank. We've been talking about Tank, you know what I'm saying, recently. Tank been making a lot of noise. But before I even get into this Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson talk that I want to get into, well, Devin Haney, Bill Haney, and Shakur Stevenson, I want to say something about Tank. Yeah, if Sheena was like number 66, if she came in here late, that means y'all need to get the likes up. Come on, y'all got to get the likes up. But before I get to talking about, you know, Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney and Bill Haney, I want to touch on some things that Tank said yesterday. You know, when Tank was asked about, well, I was watching the interview this morning, so it was yesterday, but I seen the interview this morning, right? And dude from Showtime asked Tank Davis about Devin Haney, and he really didn't say too much, and then he was like, well, Shakur Stevenson, man, that's a hell of a fighter. Like, that'll be a hell of a fight between you and Shakur. And Tank was like, I mean, what made pretty much like what made you think that? He's like, man, Shakur's a hell of a fighter. He, you know what I'm saying? He's just hella talented. He got great defense. And Tank was like, so? I mean, what he gonna do when he get hit? I mean, it's a toy. All of them gonna get hit. He gonna get hit. And it's like, you know, I see Gervonta Davis get real aggravated when he's asked about Shakur Stevenson. Even more so, well, even Devin Haney too. But I see him get real aggravated when somebody brings up Shakur Stevenson and says that that's going to be a very tough fight. And a lot of people saying that that'll be his toughest fight. And he get real aggravated when he hear that. And I wonder why. Because people compare him with you know what I'm saying, when they talk about all the other opponents, he don't really get that uptight. But he gets very aggravated when he hears something about Shakur Stevenson. And the thing is my opinion, and I know Tank is a beast, but my opinion is because he looks at Shakur Stevenson as his biggest threat. And that's the way of him responding. He responds nonchalant like Shakur Stevenson ain't shit. But he knows Shakur Stevenson is his biggest threat, in my opinion. Because if you go back, when he talked about him and Shakur Stevenson sparring, when they was not when they was on camera, miles and miles, I mean hundreds and thousands of miles away from each other. I'm talking about when they were next to each other. His exact words was, shit, when I sparred Shakur, man, Dude is different. Like he made me step up my game. I had to step up my game when me and him sparred and went at it. What he said about Shakur Stevenson when they were standing next to each other years ago. Now all of a sudden, he's like basically trying to downplay him. Won't give him no credit at all. When people say that's going to be your toughest fight, or we think that'll be a great fight between y'all. And I think that's because he looks at Shakur as his biggest threat. Like a lot of people do. I think that's his way of responding. And I think that's his way of, I don't want to say hyping himself up, but I think that's his way of motivating himself, right? He don't want to respond to that. He don't want to say, yeah, you know, that'll be a good ass fight. So I think the way he motivate himself is, man, fuck him. He's just another fighter. I'm still going to touch him like I do everybody else. But let's talk about that. Let's talk about, you know, down the line, because he says that he wants to definitely fight Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. And I'm gonna use, and I'm not talking about Haney because we talked about Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney all last week and today. So let's talk about him and Shakur for a minute. Now, like I said, he's kind of making it like if he says he's going to, and once he touches Shakur going to sleep like the rest of them. Now, are we 100% sure of that? Nah, Sean Clark, you false. It's not that he has to say that he's a threat. He's not acknowledging that it will be a good fight. He's downplaying Shakur like he ain't shit. Like once I touch him, he gonna fold. And Tank Davis doesn't talk about no other opponents like that. When he talks about Ryan Garcia, he actually gives Ryan Garcia a lot of credit. He said Ryan Garcia is a dangerous fighter. When he talks about Rolly Romero, he said now and before the fight and now, he says Rolly's a dangerous opponent. He even talked about Rolly. He said, you know, I get bored with a lot of these fighters that be in the ring with me. I just get bored sometimes and lose focus. And he was asked, do you get bored did you get bored in the Rolly fight, in your last fight? He said, oh, nah, not at all. He said, not at all against Rolly, because I had to be alert the whole time because, man, he said, because if I lost focus, I could have been laid out on my ass. Because dude was dangerous. He even gave Rolly his respect. He's giving Hector Garcia his respect, saying that Hector Garcia is a dangerous opponent. He gave Mario Barrios his respect. Even told you that Mario Barrios had him kind of nervous because of how big he was. So you don't come in here and tell me that he never looked at an opponent as a threat or gave him no, he give all his opponents props. He tell you himself he respect all these fighters. He look at all of them as a threat in a certain way. But with Shakur, I think that he's trying to play him like he ain't shit, kind of nonchalantly, because he knows that is his toughest opponent. And maybe that's what he does to hype himself up. Like, don't worry about him. When you know what I'm saying? Fuck him. He ain't shit. But because the way that Gervonta Davis talks about all of his other opponents, and I hear him talk, and he says, well, it ain't just about, you know what I'm saying, knocking guys out. It's about other things than that. So, but when he talk about Shakur and Devin, he like, when I touch them, they're going to sleep. But what if you touch Shakur and he don't go to sleep? Because it seems like to me, you kind of like, okay, yeah, he could outbox me, he could do all this other shit, but during a 12-round fight, I'm going to touch him and he going to go to sleep. So it sounds like to me that you just banking on the knockout if you get in the ring with a Shakur or even a Devin. And what if you touch him and he don't go to sleep? He like, yeah, all that defense don't mean shit because you're going to get hit. What if you do hit him, but you don't hit him clean? And he's still there in front of you.
Shit's different in this bitch.
Because we've seen a lot of knockout artists, but it becomes a time when you get in the ring with a fighter that you can't stop. It comes a time where every fighter get in the ring that they can't stop. Besides Deontay Wilder, show me another fighter that stopped everybody they've been in the ring with. Show me another fighter that stopped every fighter that they've been in the ring with. Tank ain't even stopped everybody he been in the ring with. When you get somebody in the ring that can neutralize all of that shit that you do, and now you got to go to plan B, you got to go to plan C. You might have to get deep in the bag and go to plan D if you got one, if you can go that far. Now what happens when that happens? So I really didn't like, you know what I'm saying, if that's his way of hyping himself up to let himself know that he don't need to be worried about, you know what I'm saying, Shakur Stevenson and all the rest of these guys. You feel me? That's cool. But everybody that you hit, it's even going to be some people that you might hit clean, but they in such good shape and they chin is so good that they might still be there. So for him to talk about Shakur Stevenson like he just going to go to sleep, you can't do that, because first of all, we've never seen Shakur Stevenson get hurt. Who knows? Who am I to say, or who are you to say that he don't got a chin like Gennady Golovkin if he get hit? We don't know. You can't just assume that everybody, when Gervonta Tank Davis gets in the ring with these other fighters that's on the same caliber that he is, that he just gonna touch them and they gonna go to sleep. You can't assume that. So to me, like I said, if that's his way of looking at Shakur and knowing that Shakur is a threat, so he kind of nonchalantly shits on him and act like he really ain't, you know what I'm saying, he really ain't no threat or ain't shit about him special, when I know that's a lie because you just stood next to the man and told in the camera how special he was and how you had to step your game up in the ring with him. So I know he really truly don't feel that way. But maybe he's just speaking like that on Shakur and Devin because out of anger. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's just speaking like that out of anger, like, you know what I'm saying, fuck them. Because, you know, when you angry like that, sometimes you don't want to give, you know, the ops no credit at all. Knockout, what's happening with it? I see you. J.A. Dixon, what's happening with it? Chase Benjamin says Shakur got hurt bad versus me. I'm not even, bro. Thank you for the super chat, but you just came in here and said the stupidest shit I probably heard all day. This man just came in here and said Shakur got hurt bad versus Valdez left hook to the body. You probably didn't know. I didn't notice because it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Nah, I actually didn't. Yeah, you right when you said I probably did notice. And you probably didn't notice it either because that shit didn't happen, dog. Now you just making up shit. You ain't never seen Shakur get hurt by nobody. Neither have I. But I appreciate you, though. Salute. Salute to you. I mean, you know what? Since you said that, and I'm calling you, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying that you're lying. Pull up the fight on your phone or whatever you got, whatever device you got, pull up the phone, pull up the fight, right? And then do me a favor. Drop, when you pull it up, when you go through the fight, When you pull, see TD, now you trying to start shit, dog. Hey, when you pull it up and you go to the fight, time. Let me know what the time stamp is, and I'll play it on here. Let me know what the time stamp is, and I'll pull it up myself. So pull it up on whatever device you got around you, because you can pull up the fight, and then put the time stamp. And I'll pull it up. No, don't give me the round. Just go ahead and pull it up. That way it's easy for me. I ain't trying to stop the show and get to searching through all them rounds and shit. So just pull it up, time stamp it, and I'll pull it up. Because Shakur Stevenson ain't get hurt by no goddamn Oscar Valdez. Straight up and down. Take hold on real quick. Hold on real quick. I think KD he giving me something else. Hold on. Let me see what KD put in the chat real quick. Hold on. I saw what you said, Teddy. I saw what you said, and I still don't believe that shit. Like I said, you gotta pull that shit up to me, right? I need somebody to time stamp it, and I gotta see that shit myself, cause I didn't see that fight, and I didn't see Shakur Stevenson get hurt. Well, I don't need Shakur soundbite. I need to see it with my own eyes. I need to see Shakur Stevenson visibly hurt in the fight. Until then, I'm not trying to hear that shit. You've heard fighters plenty of times say, man, yeah, he hurt me when he hit me with that shot. But you know what? The fans didn't know because they didn't react to it. You know what I'm saying? You heard Gervonta Tank Davis say that motherfucking Rolly hit him. You know what I'm saying? That Rolly cracked him. But we didn't react to it like that because Tank Davis didn't show a response to getting cracked. So, yeah. You dig what I'm saying? You feel me? So I need to see that shit with my own eyes. So if we can't see him visibly getting hurt and him showing signs of being hurt against Oscar Valdez, that shit don't mean nothing to me, dog.
Shit's different in this bitch.
Sean Clark says Tank over everybody at 35. A lot of people saying Shakur or Haney could beat him. As a fighter, I'll wear that chip on my shoulder and say, "Fuck y'all, come see me." Yeah, that's cool. I mean, that's your opinion that Tank can beat everybody at 135. You know what I'm saying? G5 might feel different. Sheena might feel different than G5. Tay D might feel different than I feel. But at the end of the day, it don't matter because they all got to get in the ring and fight. Just like I think that Shakur, even though he ain't had a fight at 135, I think he beat everybody. You ask Blue think that Devin Haney beats everybody from 135 all the way to 140. Those are just opinions. Until they all get in the ring and fight, it don't mean nothing. But you know, anyway, you gotta show me that shit. They gotta show me. That's why they should be fighting. You know what I'm saying? I give Tank if Tank gets past Hector Garcia, hell of a fight. And I'm gonna throw Ryan Garcia in there with all those guys because we can't just leave Ryan Garcia out when we talk about Gervonta, when we talk about the best fighters out of all of them, right? When we talk about Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson, goddamn Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia. You got to put Ryan Garcia in there with all of them. And people don't understand that Ryan Garcia came up in the amateurs with Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. He fought Devin Haney several times. He got wins against Devin Haney in the amateur. So you got to put all them together. A lot of people don't like, you know what I'm saying? You just do. A lot of people trying to act like Ryan Garcia is some trash. Well, just give me a fight to prove to me that he's some trash. Pull up a fight, and I want to see a fight where he lost or where he almost lost, where he just looked like some complete trash. Then we can put him in the trash category. But until then, nah. So let's talk about, y'all hit my like button. I want to talk about Bill Haney and Shakur Stevenson before I get into this Errol Spence stuff. But before I do that, I gotta see what these likes is looking like. We pull up these likes and see what they're looking like. Yeah, y'all gotta get the likes up, people. Y'all gotta get the likes up, people. Y'all hit the like button. I know it's easy to forget to see. This is the thing. It's two kind of people that come in the building. It's the kind of people that, like everybody, just make a mistake and they, you know what I'm saying, they get to listening to me cook and listening to the panel cook, and they forget to hit the like button. Then you got a whole bunch of bitch motherfuckers that come in and sit in the background, won't pretty much say nothing, and they just refuse to hit the like button because they think they finna stop some shit. So it's two different type of people. Don't be that second motherfucker for real. Don't be that second type. You know what I'm saying? I hope you ain't that second type. So, you know, hit the like button. It's free. But my man Tady says, yeah, I did talk about that, Tady, who I think would win the fight between Ryan and Devin. I think that's a fight that goes two ways and two ways only. Real talk.
Shit's different in this bitch.
I think it goes two ways and two ways only. One way, Devin outboxes Ryan Garcia easily. Devin just tap him up all night. You know what I'm saying? Keep him at range and outbox him easily. Because see, that's one way. Because see, the thing with both of those fighters is neither one of them can fight on the inside. Neither one of them can fight on the inside. I believe Devin Haney, when you get him on the inside, he's a little stronger than Ryan Garcia, so he know how to wrap you up and he know how to grapple a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He got probably more dog. He got more dog in him to be able to, you know, to wrestle and grapple like that. So I think it's either Devin Haney, you know what I'm saying? They both gonna be on the outside fighting. I think Devin Haney either, you know, win pretty easily, boxing him up, or I think Ryan Garcia knock him out. You know what I'm saying? Or Ryan Garcia catch him clean, and put him to sleep. I don't see no in between. I don't see no close fight going to the, you know what I'm saying, distance. If it go to distance, it's pretty much a, you know, landslide win by Devin. Just that's the way I see it. I think either Ryan Garcia knocked Devin out or Devin outboxed him pretty easily. But yeah, that's how I see that fight going. I know it didn't go like that in the amateurs just because, you know, they fighting in big ass gloves and headgear. I mean, well, they fighting in 10 ounces. They fighting in 8 ounces, you know what I'm saying? If they fight now, they'd be in 8 ounces with no headgear. And both of them grown ass men. But when they was kids, they was both, you know what I'm saying? Ain't near one of them was cracking like that. You know what I'm saying? Both of them, you know what I'm saying, had bird chest. They ain't had no men's strength yet. But now they grown men. That's a good question, Tatey. He say, who got the better chance of clipping Devin, Ryan or Tank? That's a good question, dog. Cause see, both of them are hella accurate. Got a lot of hand speed. I don't know, dog. That's a good question because Ryan Garcia, that motherfucker, man, is his hand speed is lightning fast, and he got like pinpoint accuracy. He has pinpoint accuracy. That bag that he be hitting and the shit he be doing on that bag, you got to be very, very accurate to do that. That shit ain't easy to do. That shit real. And he's able to translate that inside of the ring. A lot of people be doing all that shit on them bags, right? And they're not able to translate that inside of the ring. That's one thing that I do give to Ryan Garcia. He's able to translate all that shit that he be doing on them bags. He's able to do that shit inside of the ring. So, and that's a you know what I'm saying? That's a hard question to answer because, like you said, Ryan got that reach and that hand speed, and then Gervonta Davis, he has the more explosiveness in the hand speed. He more, you know, so. But hey, if Devin slip up, both of them can catch his ass for sure. Dwayne said, "Did you know that Tank, Erickson, Lubin in the Amis?" I know that Tank. I didn't know that Tank fought Erickson, Lubin in the Amis. Erickson Lubin must have grew a lot, dog. He must have grew a whole lot if he fought Tank in the amateurs. I didn't know that. I had no idea, but salute to Dwayne Freeman for letting me know that. You learn something new every day, no matter what it is. James Miller in the super chat, man, I appreciate you coming through showing love. He said, just showing love, man. I appreciate you, man. Salute to you, my brother. Aisha says, I can't wait to see Tank handle Ryan's speed. Tagu did a good job avoiding it. Yeah, that motherfucker was running all over the ring. Shit, I want to put him on the I want the Dallas Cowboys to sign Emmanuel Tagu, the motherfucker. The way that nigga was dipping and dodging and juking and shit, he had Ryan frustrated as hell. Dwayne Freeman said he just found out that Tank fought Lubin in the amateurs. He said, and Tank won on points. Damn, that's crazy. I want to know how big Lubin was back then. What age was they at? Dwayne? But y'all smash the like button. Now, let's get to the, you know what I'm saying? Let's get on with it. Let's talk about, I don't want to say, they had a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Bill Haney and Shakur Stevenson. I want to talk about that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop some links. I'm gonna drop some links in the chat now. So hold on. So if you want a link, I'm gonna bring I'll bring 4 people up here. Once it get past 4, you know what I'm saying, it ain't gonna be no more links. So I'm gonna go ahead and pin the link. So if you want to jump up here and cook, you're more than welcome to. Oh, there was 14. Okay, so Lubin, he probably hadn't hit his growth spurt or nothing yet. I mean, they had to be around the same, you know, same weight.
Choking on that lead 2 miles per hour, so everybody see. Got the top let down, leaning to the right with the bass up now. I slide, choking on that lead 2 miles per hour, so everybody see.
Okay, there go the link just pinned in the chat. So Bill Haney, right? Bill Haney and Shakur Stevenson, right? They had some words for each other. And Shakur, man, I fuck with Shakur because Shakur don't give a fuck who it is. If you say something about him, right, he's going to respond. And he gonna let you know exactly how he feel about it. He don't hold his tongue for nobody. And you can tell when Shakur speak, he really want all of the smoke. He don't be bullshit. Now, he came right at Bill Haney. And he was, you know what I'm saying, he was addressing when Bill Haney said that Devin Haney was, when Bill Haney said that Shakur Stevenson was pretty much capping. When he said that, you know, when he called out Dev. When Shakur Stevenson called out Dev and said, you know what I'm saying, he wanted all the smoke and he even wanted to go up to 135 and, you know what I'm saying, he'll fight Dev and all that shit. Well, hold on. Well, Bill, he had a lot to say about that. And Bill was saying that, you know, that Shakur Stevenson was just basically pulling a publicity stunt. And what that means is that, yeah, he just talking out his ass. He really don't want to fight right now. Just talking out his ass. He really don't want to fight no more. So I'm listening to Bill. And Shakur Stevenson, he ain't like that shit. He says, man, why you running around with this narrative that I was pulling the publicity stunt when I said I'll fight Devin? It ain't no motherfucking publicity stunt because I want all the smoke. And, you know, him and Bill was going back and forth, and Bill agreed that, you know, I do agree. We know you for years, Shakur, and my bad. I wasn't trying to say it in that way. I wasn't saying it in that way. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to say it in that way. And they going back and forth. But Shakur, he wouldn't let that shit go. He was like, nah, but you said it in that way. You said that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then Devin gets on, and Devin's like, look, Pop's trying to tell you that, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to explain to you what he meant by it. Why you keep going on and on, Shakur? And you know what I'm saying? They going at it. And so, in Knockout, man, Knockout did a great video on this. So salute to Knockout that just jumped up on the panel, man. He did a great video breaking it down. And they going back and forth, right? But my whole thing is, and Knockout talked about this, right? When they got to, you know what I'm saying, when everything calmed down and they got to the point of actually speaking on the fight, talking about fighting each other. And Bill Haney, he gets on this shit like, okay, well, we can fight next. We can have that fight next. And Shakur's like, well, I thought y'all was already set up to fight Lomachenko. And Bill Haney said, well, nah. Shit, we told Bob Arum that we want the best opponent. And you the best opponent. You're the best, you know what I'm saying? You're the best opponent besides Devin. And we told Bob Arum that we want the best. So then they get to talking about making the fight. And Shakur's like, well, shit, I didn't know I could make, you know what I'm saying, Lomachenko move out the way. I thought that shit was already pretty much official. I didn't know I could do that. And then, so Bill Haney tells Shakur Stevenson, you know, yeah, we could do that. And he tells Shakur Stevenson to go to Bob Arum and tell Bob Arum that he wants Vasyl Lomachenko to move aside so he can fight Devin Haney. Now, this is where the shit gets funny. And this is this classic Bill Haney shit that you know, that Knockout be talking about all the time. This is where the shit gets funny to me, right? So, Shakur's like, well, shit, if we can make it happen, yeah, shit, I'll go to Bob and tell him, you know what I'm saying, that I want to fight. I don't have no problem. Like, yeah, shit, that sounds good to me. And he says, well, Bill, I got a better idea. Won't me and you both go to Bob Arum and tell him that we want to make the fight happen? And Bill was like, nah, we already told Bob that we want to fight the best. So now it's up to you to go to Bob and have Bob make the fight happen. Tell him to move Vasyl Lomachenko aside and to slide you in there. And Shakur's like, yeah, I'll do that, but I think it'll be better if we both went to Bob, showing Bob that on your side, you know what, we much rather fight Shakur Stevenson. So if you could have Lomachenko sit to the side and we want to fight Shakur Stevenson. And then you got Shakur there saying, yeah, this is the fight that needs to be made, Bob, because I want to fight them as bad as they want to fight me. But see, Bill Haney wasn't agreeing to that shit. He was just like, nah, Shakur, you go to Bob by yourself. We already said that we wanted to fight the best, and you saying you the best. We think you the best, so it ain't no need for us to go to Bob. You got to go and do that by yourself. But I thought Shakur's idea was a great idea if both of y'all really wanted to fight. Now, do I doubt that Devin Haney will fight Shakur Stevenson? Fuck no. I think that Devin Haney will fight Shakur Stevenson any day of the week. You know what I'm saying? I don't think now one of them will refuse to fight each other. But what I do think and what I do know is Bill Haney was just bullshitting. He was doing that, you know what I'm saying, that old school Bill Haney. Bill Haney knows that, first of all, Bob Arum is not going to make Vasyl Lomachenko move to the side so both of them can fight each other. Bill Haney knows the next fight that's going to happen is Vasyl Lomachenko or Devin Haney. And if that fight don't happen, it's because Devin Haney moved up in weight. Like, Bill Haney know good so motherfucking well that Shakur Stevenson cannot go to Bob Arum by himself and say, you know what, I talked to Bill, and Bill told me to come to you and ask you, could you make Vasyl Lomachenko sit to the side and just plug me in the fight? Come on, Bill. Like, Bill, you know that shit. And see, this is my thing with Bill. Shakur Stevenson was keeping it funky. He was keeping it raw the whole time. And Bill should have did the same shit. Bill should have been like, look, you know, Shakur, we'll fight you, dog. We like, you know what I'm saying? We know you ain't ducking, we not ducking, and we will fight down the line. But you know we got business to handle with Lomachenko. And then, you know what I'm saying, we gonna meet up down the line. But we both know now that this fight ain't really possible. He should have just kept it funky. Why go all into that shit like, oh man, shit, you can go to Bob, we can make the fight happen. All you gotta do is go to Bob Arum and tell him to make Vasyl Lomachenko, you know what I'm saying, move to the side. And he'll have no choice but to make Vasyl Lomachenko, come on, Bill. Come on, Bill. I'll be taking up for Bill. But man, you gotta stop trying to run people around the block with this bullshit sometime, Bill. Goddamn well that ain't no possibility. Man, upper echelon, man, what did you think about that whole situation?
Man, Bill a snake oil salesman, man. I'm gonna go ahead and just say that like that it is, man.
I fuck with Bill, but come on, man.
Man, he a snake oil salesman, man. That nigga, he talk real fast, boy. He talk real fast. He a fast talking quick. Bill Haney, he know it be a lot of shit that's on there that regulates and deregulate things, but he'll sit there and spin the narrative to make it look good in their way. Like everybody ducking Dev or ain't nobody trying to see Dev. He good at spinning that narrative. But one thing I can say, like that tank narrative, Bill Haney, they not going for Shakur. They know Shakur is a 90% chance Devin lose that fight. And he's trying to get Devin on the level of Tank before they even risk a possibility of messing up the bag with Shakur. That's why they after Tank so hard. They keep trying to press Tank because they feel like they the best because they got all the belts, but they don't have the notoriety or the fanfare that Tank got. And Bill secretly hate on the low. On the low, they secretly envious of Tank. Because like they say, they got all the belts, but people still rather fight Tank than Devin because they know that's where the payday at. That's where the paycheck's at.
Not true.
You get your chance, bro. You get your chance. But everybody know from 147 on down, I mean, under 147, Tank is the payday. Everybody know that. And that's facts. And everybody wants Tank. They called out Tank. Just like Canelo is the payday, Earl the payday, Wilder's the payday. The payday speaks. That's why everybody trying to get that Tank fight. And they keep trying to pressure Tank and everything. But like they said before, they already have prior engagements. But they trying to make it look good. Shakur wants that Devin smoke. Devin about to move up after this fight. So he's getting out of Shakur weight. And people didn't catch what Shakur said in the interview. Shakur already said, he said, Bill, you told me before that if it get hot, y'all gonna get out my way. Remember that? Remember that, Key? He said, you said when it get hot.
He said that shit.
Yeah, he said that y'all was gonna move up and get out my way. And that's what Bill was talking about. Well, we got all the belts. Okay, but you said y'all was gonna get out my way. See, Bill had already talked to Shakur and trying to keep on Shakur's side so they don't end up clashing. And then they had a problem. He's talking about, you know, we know you more than your boy Keyshawn Davies. He started all that jock riding and shit like that. And Shakur said, that's my brother, but I can't control what he say. They wanted him to chastise Keyshawn Davis from what he said. Like, they felt some type of way about that too, but they don't want that smoke with them, with Shakur. They already know what type of time that is. They trying to keep getting their money on, and they trying to beat fighters that they know Devin can get. They feel Devin can beat Tank. They feel that, and that's what they want. They're not trying to see Shakur until it's all said and done. And they trying to keep him appeased and keep him off their ass right now because they ain't trying to see that Shakur action right now. And that's all that is right there.
Yeah,
and then, you know, trying to make it look like they still got the balls in public. But like Shakur said, you told me when it get hot, y'all was gonna get out the way. And that's all it is right there.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with a lot that you said. Now, I don't know if Floyd, right? I don't know if Floyd, well, I don't know all these dudes pay grades every fight. But I know in some fights, Haney was paying his opponents more than Floyd and them was paying opponents to fight Tank.
Oh,
but
yeah.
like I said in the video, right? Floyd and them was eating off of Tank because what they was doing is they paying Tank a high ass payday, right? But they getting opponents that they don't have to pay. Because if your biggest payday is 100,000, and then we come in and we offer you 500,000, shit, that's 5 times more than you ever got paid before.
But fighting Tank also is more than monetary. It's
You getting and how they selling it to get these guys in the ring. Shit,
notoriety.
You gonna be fighting on pay-per-view. More people gonna see you and all of that shit. So you know,
push your stock up. Your stock gonna go up whether you lose. Like Ryan Garcia, his stock gonna be even better than Tank. If he lasts 12 rounds with Tank, even if he lose, his stock gonna be through the roof. Because when you fight Tank, your stock goes up.
Yeah. That's definitely. Ashley, what's going on with it? Ashley's corner in the building. But and like I said, I wouldn't say that Devin Haney and Bill Haney don't want to smoke with Shakur because they haven't done anything to. Devin Haney hasn't done anything to show me that he don't want to smoke. But what I will say is that, like I said, Bill Haney was just talking out the side of his motherfucking neck. He was bullshitting everybody. You know what I'm saying? He know the world was gonna be watching that. He's bullshitting when he told Shakur Stevenson it was simple as Shakur going to Bob and telling Bob to have Lomachenko move to the side and slide him in.
No damn well Lomachenko is his boy. No damn well Lomachenko is Bob Aaron boy, and it was always the plan to get Lomachenko to be undisputed. They not getting Lomachenko out the way.
Knows that, so we know, you know, Bill just gonna run you around the block and bullshit you. That's what he do. But you know, I fuck with Bill. But you know, he, like you said, he one of them. He from the streets. He from the hood. He one of them fast talking niggas in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Bill will get you to come out your pockets before you know it.
Exactly. I fuck with him. But he a snake salesman though. He gets you.
Yeah. And they call mistake salesman. Nah, you ain't shit for that. See, hey, upper echelon, you ain't shit for that, dog. Cause I didn't got by a steak salesman before. You know, man, they tell that this the best steak in the world. You know, these is prime cuts. You get home, them motherfuckers be thin as hell.
Mad as a motherfucker, boy.
Mad as fuck. You didn't pay $80, $100 for a box of steaks. Them bitches is thin. You don't know what cut of meat they is, but they done sold your ass
They
on.
done hit you with the rump round.
Hey,
You thought you
hey,
got
I
$8
ain't gonna lie. I didn't got like that before. Hey, but man, coach, man, cook on the situation, coach, and then we gonna go to knockout.
I mean, I didn't see the part where he's talking about go with him to Bob. I didn't see him say that, but
He said it.
my whole thing was, I know he told Shakur, he could go and tell Bob and cut the line or whatever. Bill is full of shit as far as, I hated the ending to that whole fucking thing. I hated that shit because that shit was unnecessary, especially when y'all friends. You know what I'm saying? Y'all supposed to be cool and y'all supposed to be friends. And when he got out of line, like Shakur had pissed him off. You know what I'm saying? And there was no need for him to get upset. And the thing that I don't like a lot about Bill Haney, he liked to talk in all this fucking code and bullshit instead of just say what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's what aggravated me with him. He gonna talk about, yeah, well, Devin gonna kick your ass and all of this stupid shit. And Devin is sitting there like, bro, why are you doing it? You could tell, he's like, bro, why are you doing this, Dad? You know what I mean? He gonna stick by his dad because that's his dad, but all that shit was unnecessary, bro. All you had to, when he came on there and he tried to explain to Shakur that's not what he meant. We know you about the smoke, whatever. Shakur wouldn't leave the shit alone. I understand that part. But the other part that got me was, bro, why you fucking just beating around the bush with all this bullshit? Man, y'all gonna either set the fucking fight or y'all not gonna set the fight. You know what I'm saying? You gonna let Lomachenko fight or you not? But as far as getting out of line and out of pocket with Shakur, because regardless of what Shakur was saying, he was being respectful. And for him to go to that point, knowing how close Devin and Shakur are, they cool. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. That shit was unnecessary. That's the way I looked at it.
Hell
like,
yeah.
Bill, you should have got your monkey ass off the fucking line like you said you was. Once Devin came there, you should have shut the fuck up and just let Devin and Shakur speak on the matter and be done with it. You know what I'm saying? That's what pissed me off with him. Bro, stop all this fucking side talking and back talking and all that other dumb shit. Instead of just say what you mean and get off the line. And I didn't mean it that way, Shakur. We know you about that smoke. You go fight anybody just like Devin will fight anybody. I apologize if I misspoke. And that would have been the end of it. But all of this little sideways talking and bullshit, that shit aggravated me, bro. The whole fucking thing went too long in the first place. Once Devin got on there, it should have been the end of Bill. Get off of here and let them two dudes talk and be done with it.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear Devin and Shakur, you know what I'm saying, talk, but shit, they ain't really get to have no confrontation or no conversation with each other because Bill was, he was hogging the mic. But that's just Bill, man. You'll ask Bill a question. I forgot I was watching another interview with Bill. And I can't remember what question they asked him, but he went into a whole 8-minute spiel and took you all the way around the block. And then by the time, by the time he got done, you had forgot what question that the man asked. Because I had to run the video back, and I'm like, what the fuck did he ask him? So Bill do that shit. Bill will get on here and do that shit. Well, Dev started boxing when he was 8 years old. And, when we came up in the gyms, and that nigga go on the whole motherfucking 8-minute tirade, and all you didn't ask him is, when do you see him and Tank Davis fighting? Or some shit like that. Oh, man. Knockout, man. Knockout. What you got on there?
Yo, man. Shout out to my brother Key and everybody up on the panel. Y'all smash my man's like button for this great content, bro. Look, man, I'm listening to everybody, bro, and I don't know what it is, like, with Bill and some people, man, but can we, like, just call it what it, bro? It's cap, bro. Like ain't I'm talking, I'm saying a bunch of stuff to go from Z to A, or I'm doing this and I'm really saying this. Why don't you just say what you mean? He just be capping, bro. He can't really talk for real because the shit gonna be easy for everybody to see that it's just cap, bro, and it's all bullshit, dog. Like that's really all it is. At the end of the day, bro, the reason, like, let's get to the reason why when Shakur said, all right, shit, let's just go to Bob together. The reason Bill can't say, oh, shit, yeah, let's go to Bob together. Let's really go try to make this fight. Because his shit already done with Lomachenko, bro. And he know that shit. Bob Arum has been in fucking boxing for 40, 50, 60, 70 goddamn years, dog. You think this man is going in front of people saying that we are looking for a date, we are looking for a venue, and we got an announcement coming soon? You think he doing all that shit only to not have the fighters have agreed to the shit? He's just looking for dates and venues and shit, and they ain't already agreed to fight Loma, bro. That shit cap, bro. The reason that they can't let me let all y'all in the chat in on a secret, bro. The reason that he won't just come out and do what Key asked, like, bro, why won't you just keep it funky? Why won't you just come out and say, hey man, look, we gotta handle Loma first, and then after we handle Loma shit, you can get the smoke. We want the smoke with you too. Why won't they just do that? Well, they won't do that, bro, because they have been pushing this narrative of Devin Haney, the boogeyman, bro. Devin Haney, the guy that nobody wants to fight. And so if you keep it real and you just say shit like, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? We got this over here, and then shit, we'll see you after. If you do that shit, then no one's going to call you the boogeyman. Then you can't keep floating that everybody ducking me narrative and shit, bro. That's why when it comes to the Kambosos rematch, shit, we'll drop belts. We can do this. We can do that. We can fight you right now. And if we don't fight you right now, it's not because of this rematch clause. It's because you didn't want smoke. And now with the Loma shit, they about to fight Loma. If they fight Loma, watch, it's not going to be because that was part of the plan, or that's the fight that we went after, or that's what we was doing. It's going to be, well, shit, we fighting Loma because Loma was the only one to step up. He's the only one that wanted to fight. Nobody else wanted to smoke. And then these fans get out here and they keep peddling that shit and peddling that shit and peddling that shit to try to, and you can't see the forest from the trees sometimes, bro. At the end of the day, I'm with you, Keith. Loma is a great fucking fight. It's a good fight. There's no need to cap about it and act like you can do some shit that you can't do. That's the reason why he didn't go to and agree with Shakur, and Shakur had backed him into a corner with that shit, bro. And that's just really all it is. When Shakur dropped that bomb and said, look, bro, let's just go to, I didn't know we could do that, but let's go to Bob at the same time. What's up with that? The reason he started talking in circles and doing all that shit, because he know he would have got Bob on the phone, and Bob probably would have been like, man, what the fuck you talking about, bro? Like, what you mean? Like, you already know what we doing. Why you even calling me on this bullshit? You know what we doing. And so that's why that shit got changed real quick. And then another thing in that goddamn thing that I heard that I didn't like, seemed like Bill is telling Shakur Devin's plans, and Devin wasn't there because Shakur said, Bill, you told me that if I got to 135 and it got too high, y'all were going to move up to 140. And then you could hear Devin say, what? What are you talking about? And then Devin, and then Shakur says, no, not you, Devin. I know you'll fight. Like, I know you want the smoke. I already know how you give it up. But Bill, you told me that. And then Bill tried to start talking, and Shakur looked dead in that camera, looked him dead in his eye and said, watch what you say, OG, because you said that shit. Watch what you say, OG, because you said that shit. And then Bill, and in typical Bill fashion, skirted on to another goddamn subject, bro. Skirted on to another goddamn subject, bro. Jay Grant, you can think what you want, bro. All that shit is up there. Like, I don't make shit up, and that's why I'm just gonna pass the mic, bro. Because y'all always try to tell me that Knockout is hating on Bill when or Devin, and all I be doing is telling y'all the truth. I try to tell y'all the goddamn truth. I try to tell y'all the goddamn truth and shit, and then people want to say that I'm taking up for Tank, or I'm only saying this because I'm a Tank fan, bro. The shit that I be saying to y'all be turned out to be right, bro. Like, I be right about this shit, dog. And nobody want to listen, so I'm going to fall back. But all in all, bro, Lomachenko versus Devin is a great fight. It's a fight that Devin always wanted. That whole thing about Shakur and Devin, for Shakur's side, he was trying to let them know, like, look, bro, ain't no publicity stunt, goddammit. I really will fight you. I really want to fight. From Bill and Devin's side, they can't make it look like that they not available. They got to always pretend that they got some flexibility and anybody can get it. And whoever they fighting that person only because no one else wanted smoke. That's what they doing, bro. That's the whole way that they being promoted right now. We only fighting Kambosos because nobody else wanted smoke, so we got to fight the rematch. We only fighting Loma right now because shit, we could have made the Shakur fight. Cause y'all know that's what people gonna start saying. Well, shit, Shakur, they didn't call Devin bluff. They didn't call his bluff. They didn't call Bill bluff. So since they didn't try to send Devin a contract, since they didn't try to go make Devin an offer, then Devin had to fight Loma because no one else wanted smoke. That's what y'all be doing, bro. And I see through the shit, and so people get mad at me for seeing through the shit. But I'm gonna fall back. I thought it was entertaining, but I call cappity cap on all that shit. You're getting Devin versus Loma. Bill know it, Devin know it. All y'all know it and don't want to admit it, and I don't understand why, because it's a great goddamn fight, bro. It's a wonderful fucking fight. So I don't understand the need to cap and act like you're gonna go do some other shit that we all know you're not gonna do. And that's all I got, bro. I'm off of it.
I'm passing my man Jay Miller, but man, I'm gonna keep it 100. Bill funny to me because everybody got a nigga that's like Bill. You know what I'm saying? And what you got to do, if you ask him something, you know he going to take you all the way around the block. You know what I'm saying? Circle again, take you around the block, and he not going to answer your shit straight up. But what you got to do, let him do that shit. Let him talk. But remember the question and just ask the same question again. All right, that's cool, Bill, but I asked you with such and such and such. And, you know, that's how you got to do, Bill. Because if you don't, he going to take you around the block, and then he going to get you to arguing with him and going back and forth with him. And y'all ain't never got to the point that you want to do in the first place. Bill, do that shit. My man, Jay Miller, what's happening with? And y'all hit the like button. Y'all smash the like button. It's free. It don't cost nothing to smash on the like button. Jay Miller, what's happening with you, man?
Salute to the panel in the chat. I ain't got much to say on this, but we all know Bill a politician, bro. Like, all he do is talk a bunch of shit, and then, but he cool, you know, I fuck with the Haneys, but we all know he like to talk shit and evade any like tough questions that you ask him. So I'm not surprised. I think after they fight, well, after Haney fight Loma, because we know we're not fighting Core Tank at 135. He just gonna move up to 140, and hopefully we get that fight at 140, but I don't see it happening at 135. And the Bill out here making Haney look bad, man. You know, in my opinion. Like, I respect everything he does as a father. A lot of us didn't have, you know, our father in our lives. But it gets to a point where he just does too much. You feel me? Like, sometimes you just got to sit back and chill and let Haney be your man. You don't always got to be his mouthpiece. Like, let the man handle his own business. You know?
Yeah, I feel you, but one thing I can say on Bill's behalf, I think that it's because of him now that Devin Haney's star power is growing. I don't think it's so much because with Devin. I think because Bill, he really get out here and get on in these YouTube streets. He doing interviews, and he's the one that's speaking for Devin. He's the mouthpiece, because you really don't too much hear Devin doing anything to promote himself or build himself up. Bill do all of that.
Yeah,
you know, it ain't really, right. And I'm keeping 100. It's right. Really nothing charismatic about Devin Haney. Like Bill Haney is the charismatic one. Devin Haney really ain't got that type of swag to him and that flavor to him to make people want to, you know what I'm saying, watch him or listen to him. Bill Haney be talking that shit. So I think Bill, he's actually doing good because he keep Devin Haney name, you know what I'm saying, running wild in these YouTube streets because of the shit he be doing and saying.
He keeps him relevant, but I think it's going to get to a point where Bill may write a check that Haney can't cash, you know. Yeah, and to me, it looked like it's coming sooner than later if he keeps doing the shit that he's doing for real. You know, and don't get me wrong, I'm a big Haney fan, man. I'm a big Haney fan. But it just get too much. Like the shit he did with Shakur, it's like Coach was saying. When Devin got on, you know, he should have just left. He should have got off and let him handle his business. But instead, he, you know, kept talking. So it's like, you get to a point where you just gotta let Devin carry his own. And I'm not saying he shouldn't be out here, you know, bigging up Haney, because he is. I don't even know exactly what his position is in DHP. Is he like the manager or
he's the Haney trainer? He is trainer and his manager. I believe. I know he's his trainer.
Right. So
he's a trainer.
So, you know, I think I respect what he does and everything he did for Devin. But it gets to a point where you just gotta let Devin handle his own business, you know, because I think he's gonna write a check that Devin can't cash. And even what I remember before, he was on an interview and he was saying I think it was on KC's channel, and he was talking about what they were trying to do to Haney, and like, oh, everybody out here ducking him, and everybody out here ducking him. And it was like they trying to get him to do something crazy, like fight niggas at 140 or whatever. And I'm thinking like Haney can barely make 135, right? And then I had a feeling he was talking about Prograis. And then on one interview recently, they asked him about Prograis, and he was like, oh, Haney will beat Prograis' ass and shit. So I'm like, I don't even know if Haney ready for Prograis. You know, I think he got to go up there. I say take this fight with Loma, go to 140, get a tune up to see, you know, how his body acclimates to the weight. And then before he say anything else and keep running his mouth, just, you know, let's see what Haney does at 140, because we know he's not fighting anybody else at 135, man. He looked like a ghost, you know, at that last weigh-in. He killing himself to make that weight. So.
That did look bad, man. That shit was scary. That shit was scary. Looked like he had just rose up out the casket. But hey, he made the weight and he hydrated. He did his thing. So, you know, salute to him for that. But let me get to these super chats real quick, and then I'm gonna let money cook, and then we gonna move on to this new shit that Terence Crawford didn't expose himself again. Nina pulled up and exposed his clit again. He pulled up his skirt and exposed himself again. We definitely gonna cook on this Terence Crawford, Errol Spence shit right after we get done cooking. But my man, Lord to the game, boxing talk. My man, Big Kwame East in the building in the super chat. He said, "Salute, Keon. Been busy. Glad to see you back cooking, man. And I appreciate you coming through, showing love. Glad to see you back." And my man Christopher Schaefer in the building, always coming through, showing love for the channel, man. He said, "Salute ETB in the panel, man. I thought I was the only one that see through the Bill Haney hood to." He said, "Bill Haney hood two-step." He said, he did the same thing with Gary Russell. Yeah, he was doing a lot of shit in that Gary Russell, and niggas was riding with that shit like it was, man. Hey, money, man. We all know when that shit was going down. I was like, come on, Bill. Bill, this nigga, I'll never forgive him. When Bill said he spelled his name wrong on the goddamn turn sheet on purpose. So, Bill, you always sign your name, you know what I'm saying? You always spell your name wrong? Yeah. I do that on some of them. I do that on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how I spell it sometimes. I like Bill. I said this nigga Bill a trip, dog. Oh man, dog. But money, man. Did you see the face to face with Bill Haney and Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney sitting next to his pops?
Well, I just want to ask a question. You know, I just need to know: have any of you niggas ever closed $1 million deal before? That's what I want to ask. Now I seen it though. That's going back. You know, Bill on this motherfucker. You know, y'all all in my fucking business. Knockout, coach, respectfully, everything boxing, and that crippled motherfucker in the wheelchair. I just need to ask: have any of you niggas closed $1 million deal before? And if not, then get the fuck out of my business. But listen, like you say, Bill gonna do what Bill do, man, right? Bill go, it's all about the shock value, bro. It's all about the shock value. It's all about make motherfuckers look up and make them talk and have them, you know, doing what they doing. Yes, he should have stepped out the way when Devin got on down with Shakur Stevenson. And I do agree with Knockout. I think I thought he oversaid some shit that he wasn't supposed to say. And I'm looking at Bill like, goddamn, but that's Bill. We let Bill talk. Bill, he's smart as fuck, but sometimes Bill slip up his damn self. You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta let his ass talk and listen to him. But sometimes like Keon said, he'll take your ass all around the world. It'll go over your goddamn head. You know what I'm saying? But certain people pay attention to every fucking thing. A la Knockout, right? Pay attention to every goddamn thing. And you ain't gonna be able to get shit over their head, right? But I feel like it was a good situation. Going back and forth. I feel like the fight could happen. The situation is like if they do fight Loma and go up, is people gonna try to say they ducking Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Which they know Shakur is a fucking animal. Bill knows Shakur a fucking dog, bro. He knows Shakur about their lives. That's why when people see Shakur out and everybody trying to tell him what to do, they try to put that Andre Ward jacket on him coming up, bro. You know what I mean? He didn't want that shit on him, right? Oh, the cute kid with the dimples, the from Olympics and all this shit. When that man come from a motherfucker treacherous background out there in Newark, New Jersey, bro. Shakur ain't never been no soft motherfucker. And he always been in the trenches. And if you pay attention to him, he always been losing homeboys and he always been out there. So it's like, I don't know what motherfuckers be talking about when they see him. They just think he supposed to be this motherfucking good boy that smiling them dimples get to a few motherfuckers. But the dude really like that. You know what I'm saying? He really like that, bro.
Got killed.
Yeah, bro. And when they seen him right there up there, they talking about, oh, why is Shakur out? He shouldn't be like that's a grown ass man. Like, yeah, he comfortable in that shit. Like, don't get it fucked up. But when just looking at the situation going back and forth, bro, it's good publicity. I don't think the fight gonna happen at 35. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I think Devin them going up after this fight, rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't like it because it led to the point to where it's like, oh, well, now you got to fight Shakur Stevenson or you ducking. It's putting you in that category. You know what I'm saying? Or now if you go up to 140 or he ducks Shakur. When I'm not going to believe that shit because we all know, like you say, Key, looked like he was a fucking skeleton. He needed to go the fuck up. But like my man was saying, Bill running his mouth, that's what it's gonna lead to because we go do this and we go beat your ass and like Shakur said, y'all ain't gonna do we can put money, he ain't gonna beat the shit out of nothing. You know what I mean? So it just gonna come down to the point of what Devin gonna want to do, the position he's in. This they last fight with Top Rank, if I'm not mistaken, right? Don't quote me on that, but I think this they last fight with Top Rank. So
they got option one more if he won't.
Okay, so yeah, and I think it's gonna depend on who it is and what happened with the Lomachenko situation. Like I still like. Even with the Lomachenko situation, I'm gonna move on, Key. Even when they got into the ring and shit, right? Devin made a statement of, well, we went to Australia and we did everything we had to do to get the fight. Let's see if he gonna do everything he got to do to get the fight. I'm still skeptical on that, bro. Like I say, I'm still skeptical on what the fuck they gonna try to do in that contract, what they gonna try to get Lomachenko to fight. You know what I'm saying? So with that situation, right? I don't know how that's gonna go and how that's gonna play out. And I don't want no motherfucker to say that Lomachenko is ducking. But, we're going to see how they play out on that contract and those type of things. But if they do fight Lomachenko, beat his ass, and they go to 140, and a Shakur Stevenson fight don't happen next, it's just going to put him in a position where people going to be like, oh, man, they ducking Shakur. They said all this, they said all that. Then Devin, he vacated the titles. He went up to 140. He knows Shakur fit to fight at 35, this, that, and the third. And that's where running your mouth too motherfucking much, can write a check that your ass can't cash. But we'll see how it turned out to be, man. I thought it was interesting, you know what I'm saying, going back and forth. Bill go run his goddamn mouth, doesn't matter who it is, right? I like how Shakur checked him, though, on that one shit where he was talking about it was a publicity stunt, you know what I'm saying, when it was never a publicity stunt. And then Bill tried to come back and say, well, not Jay, not you, but the ones that was in the ring with, we don't know who the fuck was in the ring with him, bro. He ain't never stunted. Jay Prince man ain't never stunted. And like Shakur said, bro, y'all have the belts. Y'all have the belts. So I want the belts. If y'all got all the fucking belts, what I'm supposed to say? You feel me? I want you motherfuckers. You feel me? And it's just like, I don't don't try to make Shakur look like a sucker, a hoe. When he did show you respect, and he always showed Devin respect, and he always said Devin was the one and only champion. He always said he's a hell of a fighter. He always gave Bill his just doing his credit. But when they start bringing Shakur's name up, Bill started doing all that fancy shit and trying to, downplay Shakur as if, Shakur and them, they didn't really want to fight, and we'll fuck them up if you fight them to make it look like they're not afraid of them. Nobody said y'all was afraid, bro. But sometimes Bill can get caught up in the social media shit too much to where he can forget. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's how that is, bro. But at the end of the day, I don't think they're going to fight at 135. It's a possibility they can fight at 140, right? And we'll just see how it play out. But, Shakur want all the smoke with everybody. I will say this. Devin Haney wants all the smoke with everybody. Devin ain't ducking shit. Devin ain't afraid of no Shakur. Devin ain't afraid of nobody. But it's just, the time and will it take place? We'll see how that shit play out. And I don't think they're going to stick around with Bob Brown too much longer neither. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, man, and I heard when y'all say that he might have overspoke on some shit, cause when he threw out there, man, Devin to beat your ass, Devin to beat the fuck out of you or some shit like that. When you say shit like that, now you putting pressure on Devin to where motherfuckers gonna start looking at you like, hey, y'all, you said that shit, now y'all gotta make that fight.
Yeah.
But said. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
sometimes
that's why people got the pressure on them right now with all the shit they
yeah.
said about Loma. Remember, I never lose to a white boy in my life. A white boy never beat me. I fight a white boy 10 times.
Yeah,
Yeah, now everybody like, nah, you gotta stand on that shit, bro.
yeah,
So
but that came out of Devin mouth. So
Yeah.
Devin standing about it. Bill Haney
Bill
don't
said the other
be
shit.
doing all too fucking much shit. Like that shit was just
Let me make this.
unnecessary. That's
Bill kept
what
saying,
I was
"Can I
pissed
get
off
off the
about.
screen? Can I get off the screen?" But his ass never left the damn screen. He kept saying, "I'm gonna go ahead and get off the screen."
Right.
The whole time.
Why are you causing conflict?
Yeah,
These brothers talk behind the scenes. They both said that shit. That they both talk behind the scenes and they one day they're gonna have to fight. But then you come
147.
and throw all kind of bullshit in the fucking game that's unnecessary. Y'all know what the fucking plan is. Y'all know goddamn well, Bill know goddamn well that they fighting Lomachenko next. So all of that bullshit he talking is fucking all bullshit. He know damn well that they not fucking fighting Shakur next. They know that shit.
Right.
And just like Knockout said, you know, he fucking just doing that shit for fucking cap and clout, whatever the fuck they call the shit nowadays. But the whole fucking point is, he should have just let them fucking boys discuss the business of what the fuck is going on. And he should have, as a man, what he should have did was apologize to Shakur and say, listen, I didn't mean it that way. I apologize. Just know that we have other things going on right now that we couldn't make the fight. But and he should have acknowledged, you know what, Shakur, you did what you were supposed to do as a fighter. You supposed to call out the fucking champion.
Hell yeah, they got a problem too. They got a problem too because I sat there and watched that. I go back and watch that Devin and Kambosos fight like 3 more times, right? Devin moving up to 140. If Blu-ray or whoever can't get Devin no power, he gonna get ate up at the 140 division because you might got all the boxing skills in the world, but if you ain't got enough power to keep a nigga up off of you, it's gonna be problems. And Devin was hitting that man in the 10th round with everything but a kitchen sink and couldn't get him up off of him. Now you
got him up off
like Antoine Russell, or you sit there and fight Regis Prograis, somebody like that can bang and got a chin. Like, here, you see what Floyd had to do with Maidana. Like, people gonna come after you. And Teofimo, he's a perfect example. You know, he had knockout power at 135, but at 140, he couldn't get that nigga up out of there. And he was hitting that nigga with shots that would have floored him at 135. So if you don't get that power up, it's gonna be a short run at 140. I don't care how good you boxing. If you can't get them young tigers up off of you like Barbosa, fading them right there, it's gonna end early, man. So,
well, let me say this, right? Because we need to. I'm gonna let say what you got to say real quick, coach, and then we need to move on.
He got power enough to fucking keep your ass honest. He not no knockout puncher, but he got enough. Obviously, he got enough power to keep a motherfucker up off of it, and it fucking hurting. He getting hit with them fucking gloves. So it ain't a matter of him knocking everybody out. He can fucking box his ass up just like Floyd did at 147. He ain't knock a bunch of motherfuckers out, but he got respectable power to where you ain't gonna just walk through that shit. Motherfuckers can say whatever they want with them fucking 8 ounces on. So I'm not even looking at that. But like I said earlier, bro, that nigga Bill had me fucking pissed off because you know I like Shakur too. You know what I'm saying?
He had all of them pissed off.
You know, I'm like, bro, that shit is unnecessary, bro. You causing chaos between these two little dudes who been cool all these years, and you gonna come up in this bitch and stir the pot. You should have just apologized, bro. I didn't mean it that way. I'm sorry, and I know you're supposed to say what you want because you want the belts.
Bill felt so bad about that Keyshawn shit because he was.
But you see, that's called pride. Niggas got pride. You understand?
He was like, "We known you longer. We known you longer."
Let's move on because I got to get to this other subject. But y'all hit the like button. Y'all smash on the like button. Smash the like button. You know what I'm saying?
Smash the like button and refresh the super chat. Show some love.
Yeah, smash the like button and refresh the super chat.
Errol Spence that like button. Don't Terence Crawford that like button.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? The like button free. The like button free. And I'ma just basically I'm gonna start this one off different because I cooked on this on my video. So y'all make sure, right? When we get off here, make sure that y'all go check out the video because I gave my take on what Terence Crawford said that I'm about to get ready to tell y'all. So I'm gonna go in a different order after you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna say what he said and then I'm gonna let everybody else cook on it and I'll go last. But So I'm gonna go to knockout first, then I'm gonna start with I'm gonna go to knockout. I'm gonna go to coach, money, and upper echelon. So let me tell y'all what Terence Crawford said. And shout out to the Boxing Voice. They had Terence Crawford on the show, right? And they started reading comments from the people that was viewing the show. And somebody, you know what I'm saying? Somebody had called in and asked Terence Crawford if the PBC could have guaranteed you, right, in contract, guaranteed you a fight with Errol Spence just a couple more weeks out from the fight date that you're fighting on now, would you have accepted that fight? So he said, you know, just a couple more weeks out. So earlier, the beginning of January, if PBC had told you, you know what I'm saying, got you a contract and showed you that the Spence fight is going to take place in the beginning of January, date, venue, everything, guarantee it 100%, would you have to fought Errol Spence? And I'm waiting to hear what he gonna say. This nigga says, I'm gonna read to y'all exactly what he said, right? And I'm gonna just he says, no, I would not have. He says, why would I put everything else on hold? Why would I put everything else on hold? No, I wouldn't have took it. And my first thing was like, wait, what does this nigga just say? He says, no. Why would he put everything else on hold? And that told me everything I need to know. And I knew exactly what he meant by why would he put everything else on hold. The nigga talk, and he don't even realize that he be telling on himself. But I'm going to let Knockout, you know what I'm saying, cook on that, and then we going to go around.
Man, look, bro, I ain't gonna be long. At the end of the day, all that shit mean was that, like I've been telling people, again, bro, like the reason that you told BLK Prime that you was negotiating with PBC, but you never told PBC that you was negotiating with BLK Prime, the reason that you came out here capping and holding up and stalling, doing all the shit that we have all well documented that you did to fuck up the negotiations with Errol Spence, is because your plan was always to fight David Avanesyan in the first place or fight on BLK Prime against an unnamed opponent in the first place because you did not want to make the Errol Spence fight. That was your last resort. So when he says, why would I put everything else on hold, it's common sense what he's talking about. Why would I put this bag with BLK Prime on hold to fight Errol Spence in January when I got this easy money coming to me in December, bro? Like, all this shit is right in front of you guys, and some of you don't want to believe it. So that's, I mean, the man dug, bro. Like, it's no way around it. There's no way to decipher it or try to make it make sense. The man is telling you, why would I put a voluntary title defense on hold to fight a undisputed fight? Like, that should tell you everything that you need to know. Why would I put a fucking guy on hold that already got knocked out by somebody that I knocked out to fight an undefeated champion? Why would I do that? He's letting you know, I want this bag. I need this easy money. And if I have any opportunity to get any easy money, I ain't fighting Spence. Y'all can kiss my ass. He on some Anthony Joshua shit. Why don't you get in the ring with him? Y'all want to see somebody fight Spence shit? Why don't you fight him? Because I ain't putting shit on hold to fight that nigga. Y'all saw what he did to Ugas's eye. I'm not trying to see none of that shit, bro. So I'm good. So that's what he meant by that shit, bro. And it confirmed for people who already didn't see it. I guess it confirmed maybe that was the one that took it over the top, and now they willing to admit that the man ducked Errol Spence Jr. But bro, if you ain't, I just don't know what hope you have. If you ain't calling that man out for ducking and capping and all that shit by now, then you ain't never gonna call him out on the shit. But that's all it was, bro. That's what that shit mean. I'll interpret it for you. And Key did the same thing on his video. Go check it out. He gonna give his take up here. But that's all that shit meant, bro. You said that shit because you basically ain't willing to put David Avanesyan and BLK Prime in an easy bag against a subpar opponent by your standards on hold to fight Errol Spence Jr. And I just hope for his sake that David Avanesyan, with his pressure and shit, I hope for the sake of Terence Crawford and his fans and shit, that they really fully focused and they switched all the way on. Cause boy, you fuck around and you mess up the church's money with this fight with David Avanesyan, bro. You ain't never gonna forgive yourself, man. But that's all I got, bro.
Yeah, Money. Did you hear that yet?
Nah, I ain't see it yet, bro. I
Yeah,
gotta
dude,
check it
they
out though.
straight up asked him like, shit. If they had a guaranteed you 100%, guaranteed you a fight with Errol Spence, and it was just a couple of weeks out from the fight date that you fighting, would you had to took it? This nigga said no. Why would he
And
put
and,
everything on hold? They
and,
know
real, and
I
real
want to
quick,
fight. They know that I want to fight in 2022. So nigga, you not willing to wait 2-3 weeks? And he said no. Why would I put everything else on hold?
and real quick before you go, Money. World Combat Sports. I believe every single word that I just said. And if you want to come, if you want to prove me wrong, you just let me know. You already know what's up. You can get this issue if you want it. But go ahead, Money.
Yeah, it comes to this point, bro. Like I've been saying it, fam. He been knew the date. They knew what it was. Uh, Scotty went on to somebody panel and said that, oh, I didn't know the date. If it's January, February, said. I've been said the date was February the 4th. I said it on plenty of my videos, right, that it was February the 4th, but it was early next year. He knew what it was. That's why when he got the contract, right, and he seen that fucking date, he never asked nobody to switch the date. He never wanted to fight EJ, bro. He never wanted to fight him. He knew the 10 million was on the table for a fucking David Avanesyan. He knew it, right? Then he turned around and told them people what was going down with PBC, but didn't tell PBC was going down with BLK. So Errol Spence can put his shit on hold, right? He put his shit on hold because he thought he was only fight Terence Crawford, and he thought Terence Crawford was on the same page, but Bud wasn't on the same page, bro. Um, he keeps saying he wanted to fight in 2022. Well, you're part of the reason that the negotiations stalled as well. Now, is PBC, do they have some say so on why negotiations stall? Yes, you got to say it's on both sides. But you can't just sit up here and tell me that Terence Crawford, everything that you was doing was leaning towards making the fight happen, and that you didn't stall shit when you came out your own mouth and said, oh, when Earl turned down the 25 million, right? The $50 million deal that he supposedly went and got, it was a conflict of interest, right? So we know for a fact you wanted to go back and forth about that 25. You wanted it, otherwise you won't keep bringing it up, bro. So you had some of the responsibilities on why the motherfucker fight stalled past November 19th as well, and you don't want to take responsibility, and everybody that's kissing your motherfucking ass don't want to take responsibility for it, right? So once y'all get past November 19th date, Steven Espinoza got the saying that, okay, we can probably rush it for December, a 6-week press, right? We're trying to get people in the room and make shit happen. But at the same time, knowing that neither one of them was getting a fucking no guarantee and they was getting a percentage on the back end, they wanted to do what was best for both fighters and put the fucking shit on the world tour, right? Put it out there like you're supposed to. So, like I keep saying, bro, if you can fight in fucking December, you can fight in January or February. Period. No ifs, ands, buts about it. If you really wanted it, right? If you really wanted it.
Nigga,
But it
the
just,
dude said a couple weeks. He said
right.
you would you had to been willing to, you know what I'm saying, take that fight a couple weeks down the road. And he said no.
Yeah.
Nigga, the nigga didn't want to fight, bro. It's
Yeah.
it's like if I tell you, Money, right? I can give you 10 million right now, but if you wait 3 weeks, shit, I can give you 30.
Facts.
That nigga said no. But
Facts.
see, it makes sense. He like, fuck that. Like, yeah, I know I'm gonna get way more money, but this shit is way easier to get this money over here, and I ain't gotta take no chances doing it. That's the whole thing. He ain't want to fuck with EJ.
That's how I feel too, Key. He didn't want that smoke right there. Then not only that though, right? Being on that layoff, let's keep it real. He probably felt like shit. I ain't as sharp as I should be going up against this motherfucker. He cut like Knockout said, he coming off the fight in April, beating the fuck out of motherfucking the Cuban boy. Broken ribs, broken eye socket, that motherfucker on this shit. And they want to try to stall him out, bro. As much as they want to say motherfucker trying to stall Terence Crawford out, they want to try to stall Errol Spence out. Because if they wanted that smoke, they would have accepted their goddamn contract if they really wanted to fight. So it just come down to the point, man, to where he didn't want that fight, bro. He didn't want the fight, period. It ain't shit nobody can say to say, oh, well, because they keep bringing up shit, knockout coach, upper echelon. They keep bringing up the same shit. Oh, well, he told them they wanted to fight this year. Oh, well, Floyd Mayweather told us that the fight wasn't going to take place. Yeah, well, Floyd Mayweather got debunked by Steven Espinoza and Errol Spence. Oh, he said he wanted to fight this year. He helped push the motherfucker November 19th date past November 19th. You know what I'm saying? So if you really wanted to fight, bro, you would have made a few sacrifices as well. You would have been like, okay, fuck it. If we can go January, February, let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Right? You got the motherfucking transparency that you wanted, that you said that they didn't give you. You continue to ride with that shit. You still don't bring up they gave you the transparency. You're trying to say, oh, well, when did y'all give me the transparency? Oh, when was you supposed to fight? Oh, you knew. Well, you knew it too, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, dude ain't want the smoke, man. He saw, like Earl said, bro, he been had that 10 million on the table. He wanted that deal. He went for it. He bullshitted my team. He should have just kept it real. And we would have let him when he got his little 10 million, right? Go ahead and get the 10 million, right? But at the end of the day, don't bullshit my team and waste our time knowing that you didn't want to fight in the first place. That's all it was, bro.
And another thing before I go to you know what I'm saying, whoever gonna go next, is that I noticed now he's trying to get, if he says yes, he'll step in the ring with Errol Spence, it gotta be on his terms to where he feels like he got the upper hand, right? So he don't want Errol Spence to take no fight in between, because I see him keep talking about April, like, you know what I'm saying? We can go right back into it in April or May. And he know if EJ take a fight, he ain't gonna take no fight until February. He can't turn around and fight you in no motherfucking April. So he continues to give himself a way out or an excuse.
A year layoff. He want Earl to have a year layoff.
Hey, before the next person go, I just want to say this one more time, bro. Like, all that talking World Combat, bro. Just show me, bro. All that what you'll do and you'll do this.
You don't even pay attention to that.
Show me, bro. No. It's cool. Continue to troll if you're gonna troll in the comments. Say that's cool. Do you make videos if that's what you're gonna do? But bro, I will do you dirty in whatever topic you want, and you know that, bro. So all that talking about I ain't your mandatory, or you'll do this, or you'll give me a standing 8 count in the debate and all that shit, bro. Listen. You can pick whatever topic you want. I know you can only talk about Bud though, but you can pick whatever topic you want. If you feel comfortable letting Key be the judge, or you want to bring somebody with you, bro, whatever it is that you think you want to do, dog. When it comes to this boxing talk shit, whatever it is you think you want, I'll go first. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you want, I will bury you, bro. You won't win a single second of a round against me, dog. You're not on my level. So stay in the comments, bro. Or keep doing what you're doing, or you can come see me whenever you want, bro. Like all that shit about what you will do. Just show me that you'll do it, bro, and actually do it to me. I'll take a L. If you that big bad wolf, I'll take a L, bro. Just let me know. Other than that, I'm off of it, bro.
Let's say this knockout with all that, all that back and forth shit. I don't think that shit gonna take. But Scotty, you say did he announce his date? He ain't got no date yet, bro, because Terence Crawford fucked the man date up. He didn't want the smoke. But so now
he would have if he had another plan.
Yeah,
like y'all say he do.
Right. So whenever the date come, the date comes. Shit, it ain't like y'all really worrying about the date.
He set them up to get the biggest bag. They had it the day before the Super Bowl, bro. Yeah. Do you know how much gambling's in Las Vegas the day before the Super Bowl? All the people that flew into Las Vegas for that. They said Terence Crawford and Earl to make the biggest bag.
Well, it don't matter when Errol Spence date come up, because like they shouldn't be worrying about it, right? When a date come up, it come up. It ain't Terence Crawford, he ain't fight.
I'm talking about the original date for Crawford and Spence.
Oh no, I get what you're saying. I'm talking about in general now. When they saying what's Errol Spence's date, so why is it so? Why y'all so fascinated with what's Errol Spence's date now?
Earl got a date. He waiting to see what Crawford do after this.
What's up? He ain't waiting to see what Crawford has do. He gonna make his date when he make his date. So it shouldn't matter when the date come up. It ain't Terence Crawford.
If Crawford ain't playing, Earl going on up to 154. Fuck that shit.
It ain't Terence Crawford, so shit. That shit, it don't matter.
It's hard to make 147.
Whoever he fight gonna be better than motherfucking David Avanesyan. We know that shit.
What you think, upper echelon? What you think, man, about the situation? I mean, did I just talked about? God damn, got tongue tied. What you think about that? What he said?
He was spot on right there, because I already knew what type of time they was on, bro. Like. And then he already putting on in another thing to try to move the goalpost again, talking about London, talking about England fans and everything. First off, they come over here to get the bag. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he trying to say that it'll be bigger over there in England. No, it won't. It's bigger over here. He's trying to get over there closer to DHK. I'm going to tell you like that, because you know how it goes over there with him. But Crawford, he's emotional. He been lashing out, and he don't want Earl to have no type of advantage. He wants Earl to be on a year layoff before he fight him. See, he wanted Earl right after the Garcia fight. You know what I'm saying? But what he don't realize is Earl's in there still sharp. But see, Bud, he felt like he can get this money and then come back to the table because he know he got what Earl wants. Earl wants to be the first undisputed welterweight, and Terence Crawford banking on that right there. But there's only so much you can do. You can't keep playing. If we as the fans speak out this weekend and that Bud fight flop, then Bud gonna come back and see Bud right now. He's getting pressure from everybody. Everybody calling him a duck. He even go on MMA channels trying to tell his story, tell his narrative and everything. But
what channel up echelon MMA?
You say what, brother?
You said boy, even on the MMA channels, huh?
Yeah, he on the MMA channels trying to say they talk, and you can't go there because MMA the best fight, the best on the MMA. You know, you ducking, bro. Like, and everybody's starting to see it now. His fans starting to go away, so now he getting all emotional and everything. And he's sitting there, he can't wait for everything, but shit, he forget Earl is still the A side, and Earl don't need you, bro. Earl still got big fights ahead of him, big fights. And if you sitting there playing after this fight right here, they not even about to waste no more time with you, bro. Earl about to go ahead, go where he got to go at 154, and he gonna continue with his great and illustrious career. And you just gonna be a side note that might not even make the Hall of Fame because, like I said, Jermaine Taylor didn't make it. He was undisputed, and he had better wins on his record. Bernard Hopkins twice. You ain't even had a 50 fight, and you scared because you always mentioning your accolades, but the accolades don't get you but so far. Even Max Kellerman and them people telling you that you need this fight. You haven't had a 50-50 fight. You haven't had a fight to show what you're really capable of. You talking about Gamboa, blown up 126 pounder. Come on, man. We tired of this shit right here. If you don't, it's time to shit or get off the pot. And if you don't do it right now, you're gonna be regretting the rest of your life, especially when you don't make it to the Hall of Fame, bro. And that's all I'm saying. And we not moving the goalpost to London. You either fight Earl when you get right here, or just go ahead, bro. We tired of playing with it. Team Big Fish.
Hey man, so also when he said that UK shit, you notice when my man, that's my homeboy too. My man Ringwalk Danny, right? My man Danny, he was like, how y'all gonna make more money in the UK when the UK, if you look at the gates between the big fights in the UK and the big fights in the US, they don't even come close. You know what I'm saying? They don't even come close. And he's like, dog. He's like, first of all, you're gonna have to pay taxes twice. Bud didn't even know that shit. He didn't even know that. Then he's like, the ticket sales, yeah. He say they packed 100,000, but the tickets is 10 each. The motherfucker be 15.
The funniest part of that shit, Keith. The funniest part of that shit, bro.
The gate was 7 with 20,000 people. Klitschko and Joshua was 11 million gate with 100,000 people. That's why
the funniest part about that shit too, and where I do disagree. I mean, Bud is a 3-division champion, undisputed, so I think he probably is gonna get in the Hall of Fame. But what is funny about what y'all talking about right now with the UK shit, bro? When the man told him, Danny, I think you said his name, Danny. When he told him, he said, Bud was like, I mean, you look at all the big fights, you look at Anthony Joshua and all his big fights, where they fight at the UK. Danny's like, yeah, but he from the UK, and then Bud said, see, you proving my point. I was like, bro, just stop talking, dog.
Yeah, dude. Another thing, right?
$11 million gate with 100,000 seat capacity. And Wilder and Tyson Fury too did a 17 million gate with 20,000. With 20,000,
Crawford said he wanted to fight $1 million gate.
Oh yeah. Like I said, the gates don't compare. But also, right, in that interview, I want to talk about this, right? Also, in that interview, they asked him about Boots, and they said, I forgot exactly what they said, but they said, we're not talking about the other guys in the division, just you, because they notice how every time Boots is brought up, he get to talking about, well, yeah, Errol Spence and Keith Thurman and Ortiz and everybody else that's in the division, and he takes the focus off of himself. So he said, not talking about the other guys in the division because they can't, defend themselves. They're not here to talk for themselves, right? We just want to know you. Leave the other guys out. Just you. Do you feel like Boots is in a position, right, that, kind of basically where everybody is not giving him his shot, where they trying to avoid giving him his shot. Not the other guys, you. First thing this nigga do is, I feel that, Errol Spence and the other guys, they trying to avoid him. And this nigga pulled a Bill Haney and flipped the whole question around when they specifically told him, don't speak on the other guys, you. First thing he gets to talk about is Errol Spence. Before he couldn't help himself. And we can tell that he don't want to fight Boots either. Look at the energy every time they ask him about Boots. He don't want to fight Boots.
Do y'all notice out of his whole career, Terence Crawford has not been on the internet as much as he's been now? Y'all can't tell. Y'all know why that is?
Explaining himself.
Every fucking body knew. He's explaining himself, just like you said, up echelon, and the fact that he got fucking people on his neck right now. The people seeing what he doing, and he's trying to justify that shit on the internet. Bud Crawford ain't never been all over the internet now. Every week, new Bud Crawford videos of him talking and saying shit. The whole time before. Now, y'all know fucking well he don't want no smoke with Earl because it's quite obvious. There's nothing else to even talk about. Anybody try to defend that shit, you have no shot. None. You talk about he wouldn't have. He knew he was making this shit behind the scenes. And you fighting, and then you pick somebody that you know. He chose the path of least resistance like water does. That's all it is to it. Get a big bag for an easy fight. Everybody see it, and that's what it is. Now,
so Keith, Coach Shaw, is he saying he want to fight Earl in the UK? That's what he said, or
man, bro, Errol Spence ain't going no fucking UK.
No, I'm asking. When
I don't know.
He said
he said they was asking about Dallas or whatever. He was like, nah, shit, Vegas. He said Vegas, and then he like, you know what? Nah, shit, we should do it in the UK. Yeah, the UK fans. And then he gets to talking about. He says the UK fans are much better fans. They support a lot more. And he said we'll make a much bigger bag in the UK. We should take it over there to the UK. And Danny had to break it down to him like, bro, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Like, you're not gonna make as much money in the UK. The big fights that the big UK fighters that have fights, they take them to Saudi Arabia so they can make a bag. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Like most of the time he
don't. If I was Errol, I wouldn't even fuck with him. Straight up. I'm gonna be honest with you. If that was me, I wouldn't even fuck with that dude. If I was Al Heyman, I wouldn't fuck with him.
Hey, Scotty, you just gonna agree with every fucking ignorant thing that Terence Crawford said. You know good so motherfucking well that 2 American fighters ain't going to the goddamn UK. Now you in here talking about Errol Spence fought in the UK against Kell Brook. Why don't he do undisputed in Wembley? When the fuck have you ever seen some shit like that, dog?
Exactly.
Come on, man. You your own man. You don't have to repeat everything that Terence Crawford said like it's some smart shit. You too smart to know to not know that's some dumbass shit that he said.
You know why Scotty
the biggest fights in the world is in America.
He wanted to be
Scotty doing that
shit. Come on, man.
Yeah, Scotty doing that shit because he wanted to be against everything that goes on with Errol Spence. He wanted
That's
to
why
justify
I'm here.
That shit ain't. Come on, Scotty.
That's why UK fighters come here for the bag, bro.
We gonna have 2 American fighters stage a motherfucking fight like this in the UK and get less money. Where you can have 100,000 people in the stadium and the gate be motherfucking under 12. The gate be under 12 million. Come on, man.
Somebody sound like they mad at Earl in his camp. Don't be holding on grudges, big dog. It'll be all right, Scotty Too Hotty. Ain't that what it's
this nigga call this man Scotty Too Hotty. Crazy as hell, man. Motherfucking crazy. Ain't talking about Scotty Too Hotty.
Y'all remember Scotty Too Hotty off the red?
I remember that. That motherfucker used to come out. Hey, that was goddamn, what's his name, son? Goddamn, goddamn, what's the commentator and the wrestler? Jerry the King Lawler's son and shit.
Yeah.
Scotty too hot. Oh,
Yeah, that was Jerry the King Lawler's son come out doing the worm and shit.
Right.
bro, we already know what it is, bro. He gonna and I guarantee you, he
Don't
gonna
pay
make
attention to
another
Devin King
excuse
Lawler's
after
son.
this fight if they fucking do get a negotiation. But if I was Earl and them, I wouldn't fuck.
Earl ain't even about to hold him up this time, bro. Frank Martin, if Bud got a week to make that damn decision because the contract is there, the same contract that you agreed to is right there. If Bud don't get on that shit before that Earl gonna announce his shit at the Frank Martin probably. And
I don't know.
hell, I'd like to see him versus versus
Oh, it's
Ortiz.
over. He's
Fun,
fighting
no, that's a bigger fight.
It's over. He fighting Avanesyan. That's all it is.
Avanesyan 2 or 3 days. Oh, that shit ain't.
Yeah, he fight him Saturday, and people ain't even talking about that shit. And Top Rank is destroying that card right there because Top Rank got Jared Anderson, they got Shoo, they got everybody fighting on that night, and the Heisman and Teofimo,
And they got a concert out there in Omaha.
and
Pacquiao.
and Ashante and Ja Rule done sold out over there in Nebraska as well.
Yeah, Manny Pacquiao got a look forward. I don't know what time that motherfucker
Damn.
started. But
Yeah, Pacquiao said he want the Earl fight after this.
Oh man,
Damn,
Pacquiao
boy, that's bad business right
Hey, Pacquiao better sit the fuck down
Pacquiao
somewhere.
He said that he didn't have enough time to train.
All right, knockout. Salute to knockout. All right.
He said he didn't have time to train for the Ugas fight because he trained for a southpaw like Earl.
Bro,
He said that
Pacquiao better
he ain't running for the president no more. He said he back in his prime shape, and he said after he do this exhibition, he said he want Errol Spence for them 3 belts.
Man, that shit ain't happening, man.
Hey, that shit funny as hell, dog. My man Kwame East in the building. He said, now you see what an idiotic mentality Al was dealing with. He said he probably lost a couple IQ points talking to Bud and Bomac. Real talk, this nigga be dead serious though, and he don't know no better. That's the thing about it. He don't know no better.
He didn't talk to
Bomac. I can see
Terence
Bud
Crawford
calling Al right now. Al, I just want to ask you just one more thing. Al, bro, I just talked to you 15. Okay, I just want to ask one more thing. So I was going down the contract again, and it says, and I know you ain't got to do this, but like nigga, if you don't stop calling my motherfucking phone for every little thing that's on this motherfucking contract, cause you don't know what the fuck going on. I just want to ask one more thing.
Yeah, he try to get you to give him a class and shit.
Hey, you know, Terence Crawford and Bomac don't mess with each other financially no more because of the situation they had. They said Bomac been taking from him for years now, so you know Crawford done X'd him out on the money tip.
Man, I bet saying Bomac was Don King and that.
Yeah, they said Bomac was getting them for millions over the years. So now that's why Terence Crawford was in that negotiation trying to question everything because hell, he's so scared somebody else about to get him for some money. That's why he done cut Bomac off. Shakur Stevenson made that tweet talking about I used to look up to you and all that shit right there. But yeah, Bomac.
So Bomac and Terence not together no more?
Nah, Bomac and Terence ain't together no more. Bomac been stealing. He done stole millions from him.
Wow.
Nah. I can't say that. I ain't gonna let you get that off on here because that ain't true. I'm not. The stealing part, it probably is true. I don't know their business, but no, they still together. They still Bomac and Terence Crawford. They still together.
You go look at Southern T. He got video and all this stuff. Bomac taking off the top.
Crawford's still with Bomac, dog. I can't. We ain't gonna do that here. We did. No, they still together.
Did you
we ain't gonna have, man, I was over on Everything Boxing Show, and he said that Bomac and Terence Crawford ain't no longer together. They together, dog.
All right, well, Upper Echelon said that because I seen it off the Southern T, and then I did a little fact check myself, though. You know,
they still together. You know what I'm saying? He was just talking about, you know what I'm saying? He was just talking about him the other day in the interview. Yeah, they still together. So, you know, but like I said, I don't know they money business, but shit, if somebody told me the stealing part, that shit wouldn't surprise me at all. But I ain't, you know, I don't know what they got going on with their money. You know what I'm saying? To keep it 100. I ain't gonna speculate. I don't know what they got going on, but they still together. But yeah. Anyway, you know,
man, I'm about to get out of here, Key, bro. I gotta roll. I'm gonna holler at y'all brothers. Man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right, yes, sir.
Hey, Key, when you
to me, I think that we need to start questioning if he wanted to fight. Every week we see or hear some shit some new shit that shows that he didn't really want that fight like that. Steven Espinoza even said it. He says the fight with Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis, they had more hurdles to jump over to make that fight. That was a much more difficult fight to make.
We know they didn't want to fight because
no upper echelon, but in the end, the fight came to fruition because both fighters really wanted to fight. Both fighters kept pushing forward towards making the fight happen. But in this situation, you had one fighter that was all the way in, kept pushing for the fight to happen, and then we had another fighter that wasn't in it like that. He was just bluffing. That's all he was doing. As soon as because y'all gotta understand, right? At first, once Daniel Kinahan fell off the scene, and that shit happened with him, and Bud was really out there, you know what I'm saying, on the island of his own. Nobody didn't want him like that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody didn't want him. So until BLK Prime, you know what I'm saying, came in the picture, and they came in, shit, early in the negotiations with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. They came in the picture. Soon as he saw that, oh, okay, I'm not out here on the island by myself. I got other people that's willing to fuck with me. He was like, cool. I ain't got to take this shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want this fight anyway. I really didn't want to fight with Errol Spence anyway. Now that I got other options, shit. You know what I'm saying? What's up? What's up? I ain't want to fuck with them anyway. What's good with y'all though? That was the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? That was the whole thing. He really didn't want that shit. And as soon as he saw a way out, he was taking that shit. He was taking it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody telling y'all like, shit, we was all the way in, and he wasn't. He was bullshit the whole time. But Rachel Donaire, salute to you. Yeah.
That's what I was saying though, Key. We can tell he didn't want to fight because guess what? It ain't happening. If two people want to fight, I don't care who it is, they gonna make the fight happen. If two people, like Mike Tyson said, if two people really want to fight, can't no promoters or nothing stand in between two people that really want to fight right there. And he didn't want to fight. If he did, he would have been at the Errol Spence and Ugas fight instead of sending his people up there. He already knew what it was because he heard from the training. He heard them sparring partners talking how Earl's a whole different animal, how his power is a whole lot different. And then he realized it might not be worth it. The man was texting every round until round 6. Then when Earl called him out, it took him 15 minutes to respond. He knew then he didn't want that fight. He knew his mouth done talked him into some shit that his ass can't handle. And now he's trying to figure out a way to get up out of it. And he's just trying to stall Earl out, though. Or trying to figure out a way to get up out of it. Now he's trying to push boots in everybody on Earl. But Terence, he ain't going to do it. And if he don't make this fight before Earl call out the other thing, it's just going to be a done deal. It ain't going to happen. And then when Earl move up, then he going to probably holler, see, I was trying to make the fight, but he done moved up and ducked me. You know how he going with that narrative.
Yeah, man. My man, Cerebral Shadow Boxer in the building. He says, go back and look at Ward and Crawford interview. Bud told Ward he wouldn't fight Spence. Ward said, I'll be disappointed. Yeah, I remember that sit down interview. I remember that. And hey, he told the truth then. He told the truth. Because that's exactly what he did. Didn't fight him. And Rachel, she had asked, is the Bud Crawford fight and Teofimo Lopez going to be on at the same time? I think so. I know those two cars are going to be going on at the same time. Now, if they going to be fighting at the same time, I don't know how they're going to do that. I really don't know how they're going to do that. But you got a lot of things going on Saturday. Like Upper Echelon said, you got Manny Pacquiao fighting. I don't know what time he fighting. You got the Heisman Trophy weekend. I believe this is the Heisman Trophy weekend on ESPN. You also got Teofimo Lopez coming on right after that. That whole card. That's going to be a big card. And I know some other shit going on. Oh, yeah, you got the UFC that's going to be going on. The big UFC event that's going to be going on. And then last but not least, You got the BLK Prime card. Shit. Good luck to them. That shit ain't turning out like it's looking good at all. I'm
Who
just
else
saying.
on that card?
Huh?
I went to the gambling thing, and the only person on that card that's on the damn gambling thing is Terence Crawford. They ain't got none of the undercard on there.
Like that shit don't look like it's gonna do good at all. Matter of fact, let me get I want the chat's involvement in this one, right? In the chat, how many pay-per-views do y'all think that BLK Prime is gonna do this weekend? I'm gonna go with you first, and then we gonna read the chat. Upper echelon. How many pay-per-views you think they gonna do?
I think they do about 2,500. I think they do
2,500.
Yeah, about 2,500.
Ooh, that's low. What y'all got? Let me get y'all in the comments what y'all got. My man Clinton Jackson say he think they do 10K. Brian Francis says 20K. Sean Clark say 23. Sheena said 2. Hey, you ain't shit today, Sheena. Talk about they gonna do 2 pay-per-views. Aisha say 15K. Rachel Donaire says 10. Roland Red says 13,000. Nick J, what's happening with it, Queen? She says 25,000. Eric Grimy one says 35K. Let me see. Eric Justice talking about they gonna do 8. Hey, bro, you a fool. Let me see. It's jumping on me. Hold on. Jumping on me. Johnny Q say 5,000. Speak say 9,500. Stick say 7K. Swad Jaw says I heard it was projected at 10K. T9 says 20,000. Johnny Q beat 5,000. 20K. Tay D 1,300. Damn. Rod 26 _96 say 25K through 30,000. Jose says zeros. Chain says about 10K, 10K, 5K, 9K. Jay Grant 20K. Thrill Hill 15K. Under 15. Cassandra Mason, the queen, she say 20K. Antonio King, he say 50,000. That's high. 50,000 to me is on the high side. Mr. Cab say 20K. Ashley say 700,000 total for the whole event, the entire card. She say that whole motherfucking event don't do $1 million. She said that whole event ain't gonna gross $1 million. Let me see. Rachel Donaire says one of the guys said he tried to sign into his account today, BLK, and it took 20 minutes for him damn. Oh shit. She said the dude said it took 20 minutes for the shit to load.
That's why I said it's gonna be low, because that
damn
app ain't good. That app messed up.
The ESPN app. What are you gonna say about this shit? Hey, now I'm gonna give my opinion how many buys I think this do, right? Now I gotta think that it does got Chris Cyborg, and she has a big following for MMA. But then I gotta think, who else knows that Chris Cyborg is fighting? Because we just recently found this out. Who else that, if you're not on YouTube every day, who else has seen a promotion for BLK Prime? Very, very few people. So, with that being said, I think it was cool putting Chris Cyborg on the card. But then, what MMA fans know that Chris Cyborg is on the card? So, when I say that it's probably actually, I'll say under 10K. I'll say we'll level it off at 10,000 buys. Right? It ain't gonna do no more than 10,000 buys. Real buys. Cause see, what they gonna do is they either not gonna tell you how much it did, or they gonna have somebody out there, right, put false narratives. They gonna have somebody basically, fake leaking the sales, and you gonna hear all type of motherfucking big ass numbers. You gonna see Scotty come on his channel and tell you that it did, you know what I'm saying, over 200K. You feel me? But in all actuality, it's gonna do under 10. That's what I say, under 10.
It's not even sold out yet.
That shit damn near took me out. Said that joint was loaded for 20 minutes and shit. Ricky Williams, what's happening with it? I see you in the building, Ricky. And you right, Ricky. Like, yeah, I just saw your comment too. We'll never know the number, but we gonna have people, you know what I'm saying, fake leaking the number.
Well, it's not sold out. It's not even sold out yet in his hometown. So what that tell you?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people thought it was sold out early on because, see, what happened is when they brought out that 9,000 tickets sold in the first day number, those were just ticket scalpers that buy the fight, and then they was reposting the tickets on goddamn Offer Up. Y'all think I'm lying? The ticket scalpers bought the fight, bought all those tickets up, and then had to repost the tickets on Offer Up because wasn't nobody buying them. I mean, I'm not lying. Watch,
Offer Up and Groupon. All the things that
yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. Groupon. I said Offer Up. I meant Groupon. They was reposting the tickets on Groupon.
Oh, okay, because I was about to say I ain't seen the Offer Up, but I seen the Groupon. Them things still up there too.
Hey, Rachel funny as hell. Talking about they gonna do a virtual weigh-in. And she says, send in your hotel room type shit. Don't even have a press conference, a press announcement. Hey, that shit funny as hell. Do a virtual weigh-in. That's crazy. I don't know, but like I said earlier, the only reason I'm interested in seeing it is because, you know, I want to see Blue and, some of the other brothers that's commentating. That's the only thing that got me interested in it. I heard that it's gonna be like Blue Blood. I heard Zab Judah and a few other people, you know, that's gonna be commentating and things like that and doing the broadcast. So, you know, but other than that, I don't want to see that goddamn fight. I don't have no interest at all in seeing that fight. I don't even know who's gonna be on the undercard. Who else is gonna be on the undercard besides Chris Cyborg? We don't even know that. I mean, ain't nobody paying to see that shit. I heard that Blue was commentating. Don't quote me on it, but I know that Blue is going. It's either he's commentating or he's a part of the broadcast team in some sort of form. From what I heard, Zab Judah also, so that's dope. Zab Judah gonna be on the mic. Who else they had? They had some, you know what I'm saying, some cool names for sure. But I did hear this. I did hear this. I heard that Malik Scott was supposed to commentate, and Terence Crawford said that he wasn't gonna fight if Malik Scott commentated. Terence Crawford said no, he didn't want Malik Scott commentating. From what I heard, Polly is not gonna be involved in it. Polly ain't gonna be involved in it. From what I heard, I don't know. It could be Polly, but yeah. So Terence Crawford, he stopped Malik Scott from being a part of the the event. But he don't have no problem with Paulie. Yeah, exactly, Nick J. That's exactly what I said. I said this nigga mad just because Malik Scott picked Errol Spence to win. You know Malik Scott ain't even like that. Malik Scott, right? Malik Scott don't say nothing bad about nobody. Malik Scott ain't even say nothing bad about Tyson Fury. Malik Scott, the coolest, most down-to-earth dude you and me. Don't have nothing bad to say about no fighter, nobody. And Terence Crawford didn't want Malik Scott commentating. And the only reason that he can say is because Malik Scott picked Errol Spence to pull out the fight and gave a great breakdown of why he was picking Errol Spence. Come on now. Now, because of that, you gonna say Malik Scott can't commentate your, you know what I'm saying, be a part of the BLK commentating broadcast, or you ain't gonna fight? Whole ass shit. Type of dude that Terence Crawford is. Bullshit. Rachel says Blue will offer the voice of the fans for BLK Prime broadcast. Scoring the undercard bouts. People don't know it was Blue because they said Cheyenne. Ness thought it was some female YouTuber. Yeah, you right. Because Blue is on the, you know what I'm saying? When they announced all of the people that's going to be a part of the broadcast, they put Blue's real name. So a lot of people don't know that that's Blue if you've seen it. Exactly. So I'm gonna watch it because of that. I'm gonna watch it because of that. Real talk, I'm gonna keep it 100. If that wasn't the case, if Blue Blood wasn't a part of the broadcast, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. If him and Teofimo fighting at the same time, I probably wouldn't even watch the Terence Crawford fight at all. I ain't paying for it though. I'm not finna sit up here and act like I'm finna support that shit and pay for it. I'm finna stream that shit. Just like Terence Crawford, just like Bo Mac fat ass said he did to Errol Spence's fights. He said he streamed them. I'm streaming this shit. I ain't paying for it. I wish I would pay for this shit. Hell no. You already know, Speaks. Ain't no way I'm paying for this shit. Fuck, I want to see this him fight an I've been sneezing for. Ain't nothing exciting about that shit to me. Nothing at all. I know what's gonna happen. But yeah, and I actually want to see, you know, how they do with the production. Nah, ain't nobody heard shit from Bo Mac, Nick J. He been quiet as a motherfucker. He been quiet, but I did hear Terence Crawford talk about it. Well, he ain't really talk about him. He just referenced him. Check out the interior, it's hater me. Chop for material, get it, then fuck it. Hey, roll another blunt up, hit patchwork, go and fuck with Nico till that sun. Hit like nunchucks, he can't stop that. A Lamborghini don't swing with top. Hollywood said Bo Mac did an interview. Okay, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. But yeah, man, you gonna watch the event Upper Echelon? You in the building? I don't think Upper Echelon in the building. I want to know everybody who gonna buy this pay-per-view. Everybody in the building, put a 1 in the chat if you gonna buy the pay-per-view. Put a 2 in the chat if you gonna stream it, and put a 0 in the chat if you ain't gonna watch it at all. Put a 1 if you gonna buy it. Put a 2 if you gonna stream it. Put a 0 in the chat if you ain't watching it at all. So Speak say 0, Aisha say 0. My man shit, hold on, it's jumping on me. Oh, let me see, okay. Dwayne Max say 1.5. He in the middle. Speak say 0. He ain't watching that shit. Aisha ain't watching it. Charles Young ain't watching it. Ashley's Corner, she said she ain't watching it. We know World Combat watching that shit 1,000%. Rick Williams, he say he ain't watching it. B. Murray say he ain't watching it. Rachel Donnell, she say that she ain't not watching it. Eric Johnson, he's not watching it. Javon say he ain't watching it. Jay Grant ain't watching it. House Solo ain't watching it. All Mike say he not watching that shit. Damn. Jewish says never. Silverado _low. He not watching it. Sheena's not watching it. Seen and unseen. She said He watching it on the replay. In the building boxing say he gonna stream it. Shit. Ricky Williams say, I'm not watching this streaming pile of dog shit. Steaming pile of dog shit, my bad. Be the God. He way back in the video. Stick and Move say he ain't watching this shit. It's like only one person that's gonna pay for that shit that I've seen so far, and that's Scotty. And let me find out that Scotty streamed this shit on this Fire Stick. I'm telling Bomac and I'm telling Bud Crawford on your ass. Let me find out that Scotty gonna watch this shit, but he in his crib streaming this shit. Let me find out that you streamed this shit, Scotty. Matter of fact, nigga, I want to see your motherfucking receipt. I don't want to see your receipt that you paid for the shit. I want to see your receipt, Scotty, for real. Let me find out, dog. Let me find out you got your motherfucking legs cocked up and shit, reared back, and you streaming that shit, dog. Man, I don't want to see receipts from Scotty. Yeah, that's what I'm demanding. I'm demanding receipts from Scotty. Dwayne Mack says, I like boxing and Crawford, great fighter, but don't want to support this Spence ducking. Don't roast me if I buy it. Hey, shit, that's your money, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna tell nobody what to do with their own money. If you want to buy it, hey, more power to you. I can't do it. But I did buy his fight with Sean Porter. I did support him when he fought Sean. Nick J says, oh, I'm watching, I'm streaming it. I need to see what the production look like. If I get Don King production buys, me and Boxiana going all the way in. And y'all make sure that y'all check out the Queens of the Ring every Friday. I believe 8 Central, 8 or 9 o'clock Central. But yeah. That's what I said. I said I really only want to watch it because Blue Blood on there, and I want to be nosy. You know what I'm saying? Because Blue Blood on there, and I'm definitely gonna watch it. You know, support him. But I do want to be nosy. I want to see what this shit looking like. I'm not interested in none of the fights though. 9:30 Central Standard Time. The Queens of the Ring, 9:30 Central Standard Time. Go support, like, and subscribe. I just want to be nosy. And like I said earlier, if y'all wasn't in here, my lady asked me, she said, you watching that shit? And I paused. And I said, you watching it? She paused. And she said, I kind of want to watch it because I just want to be nosy. I don't give a fuck about Terence Crawford or none of that. She said, I just want to be nosy and see what it looked like. I said, yeah, me too. I ain't gonna lie. Big Dose 513 says, one of Buzz Pit Bulls is a ring girl, I heard. Hey, man, check this out, right? Check this out. On the positive side, what if BLK Prime is some legit shit? I'm not talking about Terence Crawford. I'm talking about just the whole BLK Prime. What if it turned out to be hella legit? What if the production is A1? You know what I'm saying? What if all of the production is A1? Entertaining commentary. And what if just some new, you know what I'm saying? And they paying good. What if it does turn out to be, you know what I'm saying, great after all? What if it do turn out to be great? What if, you know what I'm saying? What if everything is just A+ on some all new shit? And none of the fighters got a problem getting paid. They all get their money and they walk away all talking good about it. It could be that. What if that is the case? We need some new shit in boxing. Keep it 100 to keep it real. We need some new shit in boxing. And like I said, this don't have nothing to do with Terence Crawford. Because Terence Crawford is a duck regardless. But I'm just saying, BLK Prime. What if it turned out to be that, all of that, and some? it might be good for boxing. We need some new shit in boxing. Because what's going on in boxing right now, it ain't cutting it, y'all. We need boxing to be better. We need something to come in. So, you know, I'm just saying, what if? Now, do I think it's going to be all of that? Nah, I can't see it. I just can't see it. I can't see it being all of that. But I'm just saying, what if it was? What if it do turn out to be that? You know, I think we all got to admit that we need something new in boxing that's really going to put on the best fights and get all the best fighters in, you know. Just do shit different. You know, hey, I just had to throw that in there. And I throw that shit in there. And then Aisha, she just come in here. She just gonna come in here with the bullshit. I'm trying to be positive, right? I'm trying to be positive and shit. And Aisha gotta come in here with the bullshit. She talking about, y'all remember the backdrop? Oh shit. We trying to be positive. She just gonna come in here talking about, y'all remember the backdrop, the BLK Prime backdrop? Hey man. And then Nick J, she just gonna add on to the shit. Talking about if that wrinkled up sign behind AB, it jumped on me. Hold on. She's talking about that wrinkled up sign behind AB is a reveal, is any indication I'm nervous. Oh shit. I don't know what happened, y'all. My bad. I don't know what happened. Everything just went out. But I was trying to get to the comment that Nick J, that shit had me cracking up. And it was jumping on me, and then my whole computer just froze up. But we back, my bad. She says, if that wrinkled up sign behind AB at the reveal is it any indication I'm nervous. Yeah, that shit, I mean, I don't know. I ain't gonna say too much, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say too much. I ain't gonna do that, you know. I ain't gonna do that to him. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna just leave that one alone. I'm gonna leave that shit alone. I'm gonna leave the swap meet press conference alone. But yeah, y'all smash on the like button. Y'all hit the like button. Shit, we was talking about that. We was talking about that. You know what I'm saying? What if Spence pull up to the fight? But nah. Nuh-uh. That shit would be a good idea because them niggas is gonna try to, you know what I'm saying? He gonna end up getting into it because he gonna come with his people. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas in Omaha gonna get to acting extra tough because they in Omaha. And shit gonna get ugly. You know what I'm saying? Spence try to get in the ring. Fat ass Bomac ain't gonna let him get in the ring. So it wouldn't even be no point for him to pull up to the fight. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be no point. He said YouTube got, man, I'm telling you, they shut my whole shit down for a minute. Real talk. Let me find out Scotty done reported my shit because I was talking about BLK Prime. Y'all in here talking about BLK Prime. Scotty done reported the shit. Oh, man. Let me see. Dang Father said, I hope this shit is a success and Blue Blood pick up a big bag. Yeah, I mean, I don't know nothing about, you know what I'm saying, as far as, you know, the money situation, how Blue is getting paid, that ain't none of my business. But, you know, hey, I ain't gonna be mad. I don't know. See, I'm mixed. One part of me wanted to be a success because we need some new shit in boxing. You know what I'm saying? We need somebody to come in boxing and do some great things. But then another part of me is like, why the fuck would people want to support Terence Crawford? Why the fuck would people want to support this bullshit ass fight? And they already coming in the game wrong. You know what I'm saying? You already coming in the game wrong, putting Terence Crawford against a fucking Rudy Poot when everybody know that Terence Crawford should be fighting Errol Spence. And if he ain't fighting Errol Spence, the way that Terence Crawford resume look, everybody know that he needs to be fighting the next best fighter. The next best fighter that's available, and it ain't David I've been sneezing. So when you look at it that way, they're already coming in the game fucked up and wrong. Doing the same shit that these other promoters is doing. Putting on these Rudy Poot ass fights and want you to pay to see it. See, if you come in the game and you talking to all this $10 million and $5 million and $6 million shit, well, you got to come in the game different. You got to give us something different than what we've been seeing. We've been having to pay for bullshit ass fights. Why y'all coming in the game doing the same thing? I can understand if they came in the game and it was free, but you want motherfuckers to pay to see Terence Crawford fight David I've been sneezing and Chris Cyborg in the boxing ring as the co-main event, and we supposed to want to pay to see that shit? So, you know, you feel me? Like I said, but I ain't gonna tell nobody not to pay for it if that's what you feel like you want to do with your money. People do a lot more stupid shit with their money. You know what I'm saying? People do a lot more foolish shit with their money, so I can't tell you what to do with your money. I can tell you what I'm not gonna do with mine. Sheena say the fight helped Bud avoid Spence for a bag. I think that Bud was gonna do what he was gonna do regardless. You know what I'm saying? Bud was gonna find a way out. That's just what I think. I think it didn't matter if it was BLK Prime or some fucking celebrity boxing shit. Bud was gonna find a way out. All he needs to do is hear the right amount. And hey, and like I said, I'm not disagreeing with you because they gave him what he wanted to hear. They gave him a way out. But I think somebody would have gave him a way out, or he would have made a way out. Somebody would, either way, you know what I'm saying? Somebody else was gonna come along and give him a way out, or he would have made a way out. Elevated Consciousness says, I would have even accepted him fighting Speedy Rashidi. That's a fact. That's a fact. So when I look at this BLK Prime event, I don't look at it as, you know what I'm saying, blue blood. I look at it, you know what I'm saying, as far in the case as I'm going to watch it because Blue Blood is going to be a part of the broadcast, for sure. But as far as not wanting to support it, like I said, I don't look at it like that because I don't think that Blue put his money in this shit. I don't know, but I would doubt that Blue put any money up for Terence Crawford to get paid. So, you know, he gonna get what he get regardless. But yeah, man, y'all hit the smash on the like button. Smash on the like button. I appreciate everybody that was in the building today. Everybody that came through and showed support. Hell of a show. I had fun. We will be back tomorrow. So like I said, once again, hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button. And yeah, salute to everybody. Great weekend of boxing coming up, and we gonna cook about more things tomorrow because I got a whole lot more to cook on. But until then, I appreciate y'all. And y'all already know what it is. Diego talking that boxing again, and we gone.